Yes, Spurs fans, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur here. Good to have you back with us. Hopefully, you all had a lovely Christmas. Hopefully, you're having a good end to your year of 2025, which has been an absolute basket case of a year from highs to lows to absolute just insanity, really, as a Spurs fan, to be honest. Maybe one of the best years and also one of the worst years, you would say, as a Spurs fan, maybe the way to probably put it. But hopefully, everybody's keeping okay. Hopefully, everybody's doing all right. Hopefully, you got what Santa gave you and you're enjoying your little end to the year and enjoying your Christmas and watch along on the couch with us or wherever you might be in this Spurs universe of ours. Thomas Frank has gone with, at least to my memory, a similar lineup to what we've seen before when it comes to what he's had to select. It's kind of funny that now he's all of a sudden seemed to have found his preferred lineup. It is without, of course, a certain Joao Polina and maybe some other players that you would have expected maybe to be in his sort of contingent of a strong lineup of his. We have Vicario in goals. We have Danzo in the place of Romero, but Van de Ven keeps his spot. You have the likes of Pedro Porro and then also Jed Spence in the team. Of course, still no Destiny Udogi, which is a bit of concern because I think it was around at this stage that he should have already been returning because I think they were saying it would only be around a month. But what can you really trust anymore with this Spurs medical team? And then in the midfield, you have Bentancur, Archie Gray, and Bergvall coming in for Xavi Simons. Xavi Simons, of course, as you remember, suspended for 3 games, which is just absurd in my opinion, considering the actual challenge. The fact that that is a 3-game suspension is just baffling to me. And then in terms of the forward line, he's gone with what seems to be his preferred forward line of Kolo Muani, Richarlison, and then Muhammad Kudus up top. But Dave, I just think it's another must-win game for Thomas Frank, really, if he's going to get any sort of buyback from the fans, if he's going to get any sort of momentum from these players. I did say to you in the beginning, as much as I don't really have much tolerance left for Thomas Frank,
Mm.
I do feel like the players as well owe us a performance because I do think, as much as he's gotten things wrong this season, Thomas Frank, I also feel like in the last 2 games specifically, I feel like he's been let down by the players. Of course, with Liverpool, with the red card situations and
Mm.
just the lack of discipline. And then against Nottingham Forest, where I just felt like they couldn't even string together 2 passes.
Mm.
But it's now up to Thomas Frank to hopefully get the tactics right today and also for these players to actually show up as well and deliver us performance.
No, 100%. Look, I think there's certainly a lot of question marks around the squad and the players and stuff, but I think, where I sort of feel sorry for the players to a certain degree, Jack, is everyone says back Frank and Jeremy, but what philosophy are we backing? What players are we bringing in to fit into a certain system and stuff like that? And I think that's where you see the players maybe not buying into things and stuff like that. I think today would be a good sort of testament. You got 4 players there sitting on yellow cards. If 3 or 4 of them go and take yellow cards, then it's clear these players want Frank gone. You know what I mean? They're looking to get him gone at all cost, rather than maybe be a bit more cautious and stuff like that. But look, with Tottenham, what, 1 win in our last 9 Premier League games? I mean, at a club like this, that's sackable form, especially when your ambitions is to be in Europe every single season. And then, the last 10 games we've sort of conceded in every single game, and that's one thing we were good at the start of the season when we were picking up results, that defensive solidity. And now that that's gone and that's what Frank is known for, the pressure is on even more to deliver and get something out of this game, and I think it needs to be a win. I think a draw, it sort of pushes it on. It's still more of a stay of execution. But this guy needs a big win and another one followed up against Brentford on New Year's Day to sort of, and maybe one in the FA Cup for fans to go, do you know what? Things are starting to change a little bit. But right now, he is under immense pressure. At the start of the season, he had the overwhelming majority of fans, media, everybody in his favour. We're now sitting here, our last game of the new year. He's been here, what, 4, 5, 6 months now? And the media are turning on him. Fans have already turned on him. He's got very little belief in terms of left around him. So it's now at the territory. You win or you're gone.
Yeah. Good to see so many people here with us. Hopefully everybody's keeping well. Just this came in very early, so might as well get to it. Jorginho Tune Dave saying, will Dave be feeling glad all over after 7:30 p.m.? I hope so, Dave.
I hope so. Look, I just want to win games of football. That's the only thing I want to do. I want to get back to enjoying football again. And if we don't win, going, do you know what? We gave it a good crack today and we move on to the next game. But, I don't want to be sitting here moaning about Tottenham's problems, especially over the likes of Christmas and New Year. It is the season to be jolly and try and spread a bit of cheer. But, sometimes I think people get stuck into the thing that it's up to us to do it. But I'm sorry, it's also up to the people inside the club and stuff. And the fact that we're all sitting here unhappy is a reflection of how things have gone. And And just because I don't believe in Frank, it's not like I want Tottenham to lose games just to get them gone. I'm not like that. I want to win games of football. So hopefully it starts today.
Yeah.
Last day of the new year, or last game of this year, of 2025. We haven't, bar the Europa League and the parade, we haven't had a lot to cheer this year. So hopefully we can end it on a small high.
I mean, 3 points is absolutely needed today, Jorginho tune. But I think kind of the struggle with Frank is that we haven't really been given too many performances necessarily to get behind on a consistent enough manner. But then also, right, the results haven't really followed with it. And I just feel like as a manager, kind of need to be doing one or the other. You either need to be showing, some nice
Mm.
football, something that's exciting, entertaining to get behind. I just think this is not in general. I think this is just sort of as Spurs fans, we'll get behind a manager and a team if they're playing some nice stuff, if there's encouraging signs of good football that's there and maybe a good framework that's
Mm.
there, or if you're delivering results. And it just feels like Thomas Frank at the minute is just kind of doing neither. He's not delivering results. We're dangerously close to being 17th, 18th in the league at this stage. Like, I think even if we got 3 points, we'll only shoot up to like 10th or something like that, which is just crazy. Even though the league table is very congested, we are on the bottom end of the table at the end of the day. And it feels like we're only slipping and further towards that bottom end of the table at the moment in time. So for Frank, he just needs to be doing one or the other. I know he either needs to be delivering results, even if it isn't pretty, or he needs to be delivering performances. And then hopefully the players can somehow eventually turn those good performances into points on the board. But at the
100%.
moment, he's doing neither. And that's why I have my frustration and maybe some others as well.
Like, you look at the league table, though, Jack, Palace are sitting in ninth on 26 points. We're sitting in 14th on 22. If they beat us today, they're 8 points ahead of us, in terms of, and that's just for a European spot. He's got to go at that point. He just has to go at that point. I think this is do or die for him today. I think if he loses, I think he'd be lucky to see the Brentford game, New Year's Day. And then I think Spurs might look to make a change in time for the January transfer window. I think he has to win today, because this is something that we've been saying for weeks. It's been in the balance. But as the games are going on, even a Europa Conference League spot is starting to look unattainable. You look at Fulham, who are in 10th. Again, another manager who wants to leave that club because they didn't back him in the summer. He's still sitting 10th. Glasgow sitting in 9th. Brentford, they got a rookie in charge, no experience, sitting there in 8th. Sunderland promoted, sitting there in 7th. We shouldn't be sitting down here in 14th. It's completely unacceptable. Nowhere near good enough. And when you hear the rhetoric that keeps coming out of the manager's mouth, once he wanted to build on a foundation from winning Europa League, build on that. And now he's talking about transition and stuff like that. It's just absolutely insanity. This is must-win territory. We are 4 points off 17th. 4 points off 17th. And by the way, reason why we finished 17th last year is because we gave up on the league to concentrate on Europe. We're not actually sacrificing anything for a gain here where we are. And if we fall further down, it's not like we're sacrificing for a European trophy. We're not.
No, yeah, I completely agree. Let's get to some other people in the chat as we're about 15 minutes away from kickoff here. Good to see you all here with us. Dan, the Spurs is in the house. Good to see you, Dan. He said, oi, oi, oi. Let's start the new year now and go unbeaten end of the season. Come on, you Spurs. Let's hope for some
That'd be
Christmas
nice.
miracles. Love that optimism there, Dan. And then also Shem Tan saying, hey, Jack and Dave, hope you're both well. We seriously need a good performance today, but the same players every time, no matter what the results have been, is a bit worrying. I think this is supposedly now Thomas Frank's team, right? This is the side that he seems to have the most confidence in, whether you agree with it or not. He's finally, to my belief, Dave, maybe found the team that he has at least the most faith in. Whether you think it is the right sort of selection of players or not is maybe a different conversation. But at one point, he needed to find a lineup that at least he feels like he can start drilling some things into. And also, the whole point of having a consistent lineup was so that there could be some chemistry amongst the players. But I think he's many a times hurt that by just chopping and changing constantly. But maybe this is finally the team that we have an idea of that he seems to be consistently picking.
I wonder how much of his him is settled on this lineup and how much of him is trying to put out there a semblance of maybe the green shoots of what we've seen against Liverpool, where we never gave up, we consistently tried, and
That could
maybe
be true.
that's what he's relying on. Because honestly, I don't want to keep bringing it back to João Palhinha, but like, this is also why I don't think Thomas Frank is the right guy. We brought in João Palhinha to provide that steal. He brought it. Wasn't pretty, but he brought that bit of steel. He hasn't played the last 5 Premier League games. Going away from home, you need that element in your team. Like everyone's sitting there going, we need Adam Morton. He does that for Crystal Palace. You know what I mean? But the guy we brought in to do it, he keeps benching. And it's just, this is where I'm at. I don't think Thomas Frank does know his best 11. I think he just keeps chopping and changing and trying to build off some green shoots from the game previously rather than going, right, this is my best 11. I'm going to keep pursuing with it, and stuff like that. So I understand what you're saying, but I'm not sure. I think he's just stabbing in the dark, still trying to find something personally. I think
Dave,
when it comes to the front three, I think he's finally starting to settle on striker, left wing, right wing. I think he's finally starting to maybe settle on that. Backline
yeah.
sort of picks itself, goalkeeper picks itself, but he does not know his best midfield. Definitely doesn't.
That's worrying if that's still the case, if he still doesn't have an idea what his best team is. But at the end of the day, under your logic, like if he's just going with the green shoots of the Liverpool game, I don't blame him for that because there were encouraging
Yeah,
signs there.
I
Like
get it.
they didn't give up on him. It's just like kind of like I said with with the new Nottingham Forest game, they sort of let themselves down. They sort of lost the game on their own. Then it really was down to the tactics or the personnel or anything. So I don't blame him if using what you just said there. I don't
Mm,
necessarily blame him for then
yeah,
going with maybe the similar lineup to what he had
yeah,
against Liverpool. To be perfectly
I
honest,
get that.
yeah. So, but I hope you're wrong in the case that if he still doesn't have any faith or have any trust on what his real best team is, I just think that's baffling by this stage of
Yeah,
the season if you don't. So
massively.
I hope you're wrong in that regard.
So do
Um,
I.
Cyprus Spurs, good to see you. PJ saying at least we didn't have to worry about the home support for this game today. Yeah, they can't blame us this
Well,
time.
the
PJ,
away
they can't.
support booed them off the pitch against Nottingham Forest the last time we played away from home, so he's even lost that.
And then Lazy Eight, good to see you, Nick. Hopefully you've had a good Christmas and having a good end to your year. He's saying
Big up, Nick.
Santa isn't real, Jacko. It's been me this whole time. If you're Santa, that would actually be the coolest Santa on planet Earth, to be honest,
I
Nick.
wouldn't mind Nick being
I think
Santa.
we'd have more believers in Santa Claus if that were the case. If it were you, Nick, I
Yeah,
think you'd be far more reliable and also a far cooler Santa than probably what we've been shown in the various cartoons and the various images of him. Big up to you, Nick. King Hoddle saying good afternoon from a rather chilly North London. Very chilly. I think anywhere around this parts of the
fucking
world, to
freezing.
be honest, King Hoddle, anywhere further north is going to be a little bit chilly around this time. Derek Hutchinson, good to see you. Hopefully everything's all right with you. He's saying it's a must-win game today. Completely agree.
Yeah.
Scooter React saying morning, boys. Hopefully you guys have a great Xmas score today. And who scores for us? Dave, if we are to score any goals, anybody that have a sneaky suspicion on? I know Martin Knightsbridge, he enjoys, a little cheeky bet on a player or two. I know Wayne Bonner enjoys a little cheeky bet, I think, as well as who am I thinking of? Moondog, of course, the
Yeah.
OG in terms of maybe a little cheeky bet on a player.
I know fans don't want to hear it, but right now the guy that seems to be putting the ball in the back of the net the most is
The Big
Richarlison,
Rich. Yeah.
Pigeon. And I think it's sort of a game for him today. If he can find himself in between the posts, and games with Crystal Palace are usually scrappy. I think it'd suit him, just like I thought the Liverpool game would suit him in terms of I said he'll come on and score, and he done exactly that. So I think again, despite everyone having a problem with the guy, I think he's who we're hanging our hat on today. I just don't
I
think
agree.
we do enough to get Mwani in scoring positions. I don't think we do enough to get Kudus in scoring positions. So it's relying on Richarlison. And we're not allowed to shoot from the edge of the box. So literally, it's relying on Richarlison.
Relying on anyone that will be in the box. I kind of agree with you. And I joke to you that I think he's this year's Brennan Johnson in that he doesn't really contribute to a whole lot of things, but for whatever reason, he's just finding a way to get and find the back of the net, really, despite not necessarily having great performances. It's a bit similar to Brennan Johnson of the last two seasons. So he's now replaced Johnson in that regard, not really putting in great performances, but finding a way to find the back of the net. Fair play
Yeah.
to Mr. Richarlison. Scooter Reacts, like I said, good to see you. Limpy
Big
Down
up,
Under
Stu.
saying top assisters per 90 this season have been Sar, Xavi, and Paulinho. Good to see MKP
Oh,
saying 3 points needed today.
amazing that. Just on
Absolutely.
that.
Yeah.
Just on that, sorry, Jack. Two players that he's took out of the team, Paulinho and Papa Matasar, for no reason there. Some of the guys that performed the most assists, and we wonder why we're sitting here struggling for goals.
I mean, yeah, and Sar's on AFCON, but he already had taken him out of the team well
Way
before
before that.
even the AFCON,
Paulinho hasn't started the
situation.
last 5 Premier League games, so he's taken out the most creative
Productive
players
players.
out of the
Yeah.
team.
And Paulinho has probably scored some of the best goals of anyone this season, to be fair to him as well.
Actually, that seems to be a common theme, actually. Sarr was contributing to goals, took him out. Paulinho was contributing to goals, took him out. What's this guy doing?
He hates goals, I guess, Dave.
I guess so.
MKP saying 3 points needed today. We've seen a few of these comments, Dave. I mean, I just feel like a draw. I don't know I don't know if I'd be upset with the draw, but I just don't know if I'd be too encouraged by one either. I just feel like it is a bit of a
Mm.
must-win game today, to be perfectly honest. As difficult as it is, Palace away from home, it's just that, like we said before, you've asked this question, when we're this far down the table, we need to do our very best to get as far away from it as possible before it's too late, really. So it is just kind of, no matter how hard the task is, you kind of do got to win these sort of games.
Look, 100%, Jack. I think we're gone past the point of, oh, that was an encouraging performance, or that little part there was encouraging. If you're a manager under pressure, that's what you're hanging on to. If you're a fan, we're not hanging on to it. It's just like we've got to see some drastic changes here. Like, you look at Crystal Palace, far less resources, far less of an expensive squad, compared to ours. A much smaller stadium, a much smaller training complex. But the simple thing is, they just have a better manager extracting the very best out of what he's got. We've got a manager that is bringing us down to the standard he was once originally at, whereas they've got a manager that's bringing them up to a standard that he was at, and that's the big difference right here. And with Thomas Frank, it's about winning games now. Like, only I think it was going into the first international break in the season when, like, myself, Jerome, Eugene were trying to highlight that things that aren't going to sustain us this season. All of a sudden you come out the end of the second international break and everything has come true. Absolutely everything has happened, and it's just sort of like I've just watched it, get worse and worse and worse over time. And, I think it's even getting to the point where, before it used to be Frank and Ange, even that seems to be going out of the debate now. It's just more so everything about what Frank is getting wrong, which I think is only fair. And it's just gone beyond the point of green shoots and positivities. You've got to start delivering results. We are no longer 4 points off a Champions League spot. We are a long way off that. We're starting to become, we're 4 points off Europa Conference League spot right now. And if we lose today, we're going to be even more, and that's concerning. And notoriously, this club have sacked managers when it looks like Europe is beyond, attainable. And, in fact, we've actually sacked managers in much higher positions in the league than what we have now. So, at the end of the day, the club can sit there and try and back this guy all they want. If people are booing left, right, and centre, people are, they're not selling out, the home stadium this year whatsoever. It shows people aren't getting on board. And once their money's affected and, stuff like that, they will pull the trigger. I can understand how Frank has got to this point, because up until now, it's been a bit, it could go any way. But actually, what you're seeing now over the last couple of games is that distance is starting to become even bigger and even more surmountable. And once it does, he's going to pay with his job.
Yeah. Just want to catch up with some other people. Looks like Paul Connor's in the house. Good to see you, Paul. Saying, afternoon, guys. Hope you're both well. For me, the amount of change that's happened recently from within will always affect performances. For me, we are seeing how much we have relied on Kane and Son. We have become average FC. Hopefully, you had a good Christmas, by the way, Paul. Good to have you with us, my
Big
friend.
up, Paul.
Tyler saying, no Richards or Munoz for Palace means no excuses to not exploit that right-hand side. I think this is a big deal, is that Palace are without a few good players. I think they're without, of course, Eze. They no longer have their talisman of last season, but they're without Ismail Assar, who I think is also one of their big goal scorers and one of their big contributors. And Munoz has kind of secretly been one of their better players, I think, in the last season or so. He's a very, very skillful player down that right side. And Oliver Glasner, to his credit, has gotten a real tune out of him and being able to use him perfectly as sort of that right wing back. So definitely an area we hope to try to
Mm.
exploit. And for the most part, that defense really doesn't change very much. I haven't really thought about it, but it's usually Richards, Lacroix, and Gahey every single game. I don't really feel like they make much rotation when it comes to
No.
that back line. So without Richards, it is probably a hole in that side for sure, Tyler. And you're probably right in pointing
Mm.
that out. Derek Hutchinson saying we won't be getting anything today with our midfield. What do you make
Well,
of like Archie Gray, Bentancur midfield, Dave? I mean, at times we've seen some good performances from them as a pair, and then in others it's also struggled. Like I think Nottingham Forest maybe being a good example, and then that was a game where they kind of seemed to struggle.
mm. Look, I think it sums up everything that this is where we are. We're relying on two 18, 19-year-olds, it's sort of at the heart of your midfield. And, to be honest with you, it's not by design. It's not by, where we were forced to do it last year. This one is because this is what Thomas Frank wants to do. And look, to be honest with you, I'm not sure it's the right midfield. I think, there's a big clamour to get them into the team, but for me, I think they should be used more as impact subs when a Bentancur is fading later on in the game, or when a Paulini is fading in the second half. Then you bring these guys in to provide fresh impetus, fresh energy, and I think you'll actually get a lot more impact out of them with Lucas Bergvall. Everyone's thing is, a lot of the time start him over Bentancur, but he's just not better on the ball than Bentancur. He keeps losing possession. You can't trust the guy in possession. Yes, he makes a lot of runs. Yes, he finds himself in good positions, but his passing often lets him down, and that's overlooked when it comes to Bergvall, and that's consistently letting him down, by the way. When it comes to Archie Gray, a little bit better, but again, he's not at that level where he's consistent enough. For instance, he put in a great game the game before Nottingham Forest, went out against Liverpool then, absolutely anonymous.
Yeah.
Absolutely anonymous. And it's sort of like, the consistency isn't there. And when you look at him since he's broke up that midfield, at the start of the season, we were winning games. Sarr, Bentancur, Paulinia, robust, physical, strong. Nobody wanted it. We could put pressure on him, turn ball over, and go and score goals. Took Sarr out of the team, we got worse. Right? Then, everyone's arguing about the double pivot. Breaks that up, takes Paulinia out of the team. It's got worse. And we're conceding more goals than we have ever before, and we look even more toothless going forward. And it's just sort of like, I'm baffled to understand what Thomas Frank is trying to do with this midfield. And, away from home, I'm not sure it's the right choice personally. I think he's only picking it to try and bring in some fresh legs and get some energy around the pitch. But at the end of the day, the ball moves quicker than any man. You take care of the ball, you don't have to chase it.
King Hoddle saying that Knob Gillette is already fraternizing with the Palace camp. I mean, we're not going to get any favors with Jared Gillette, to be honest. Mr. Hoddle, it's just referees in general have not been kind to us. But I think even without this season, I feel like even under Ange Postecoglou, despite him being Australian, this guy Jared Gillette, like, it's always just been just absolute thorn in our side. He's never been kind to us whatsoever. And then we also have Tony Yoli saying it's 6 points this week or Frank out.
Yeah.
Kind of agreed, to be honest, Tony.
Well, Jack, I've never grew up in a world where I've been looking up at Crystal Palace. Ever.
Yeah.
In my lifetime, ever. Been looking at a world where I'm looking up at Crystal Palace, let alone fucking Brentford Football Club. I'm not having it.
I think too, Tony, like the likes of Fulham, the likes of even Leeds United now are like creeping up towards us. Like, it's just becoming the stage where I am kind of panicking, where I'm just like, we're not going to get relegated, but like, surely we're better than these sides. Like, no disrespect towards them, but they should be sort of seen as kind of like the bare minimum that you should be ahead in terms of the league table. Like, there's no reason that we should be behind a Fulham. There's no reason that we should be flirting with changing places with the likes of a Crystal Palace or the likes of in Leeds United, teams like that. Like, we have far, far better players and squads than what they have, regardless of what people think, regardless if they think that our squad isn't good enough. Surely we have a better team than Fulham. Surely we have a better team than Leeds United. Surely we have a better team than Crystal Palace. I refuse to believe that that is the case, that somehow our squad is worse than there. So that's where I'm at. Is the manager has to at least be getting a tune enough to be somewhere near 10th place. But already Spurs have gotten kicked off, and she's a little bit dangerous there.
Stephen Fraser also says, except for last season, hey Dave. Yeah, but last season we gave up the league and it was, put out there. We literally ditched the league in pursuit of European glory. What do we do?
Same conversations were being had though. They would be saying the same thing about Ange last season too, Stevie. They would sort of say people would have sacked Ange 3 times over. It's just the club that decided to keep him in the job. Everyone wanted Ange out for the exact same reasons.
Yeah.
They were just feeling like, oh well, the league's gone. He can't string any sort of wins or anything together. The football is starting to look pretty terrible. So I think the same sort of stick is being beaten with Thomas Frank that we beat with Ange, to be honest, Stevie.
And anyway, what we're looking for here today, anyway, according to Thomas Frank, is we must respect Crystal Palace, but he's confident we're going to put in an energetic and positive performance against a very good Crystal Palace team today. So that's what we're looking for. Let's see how we get on. Right now, we look very rattled.
And then Carter Man, appreciate you. Farming Simulator saying he's upgraded to an elite membership. Thank you very much, Carter Man. That's very generous, sir.
Good to see you, Carter Man. Hopefully you're keeping well, sir. Balloon it long. Let's see if we can get on the end of it. King Kudos hold it up. Tries his goddamn best. No one within 20-yard radius of him to pick up the bouncing ball. Fuck's sake. Mateta flicks it on. Mickey Van de Ven back to Vicario. Moves it on to Spence. Spence wearing odd boots. Easy, you know. Is that a trend now? Jack, you're more up to date with some of these trends.
Once I get the clock synced up, I'll be able to confirm that for you, Dave. Don't worry.
I'm almost sure he's wearing
I'm usually
one
tied
red
in
and
on
one
that
yellow.
stuff.
If
You're
not, I need to
absolutely
get my
right.
eyes tested. Oh, here we go. He can't be offside from a throw. What's going on here?
Usually I am clued in on that stuff.
Foul throw. We've got Neil Blaft in the house. He says, chopped liver, R.I.P. Big up, guys. Happy New Year. So I presume you were chopped liver, but you've changed your name back to your maiden name, I suppose, which is Neil. Good to see you, Neil. Hopefully you keep it well. R.I.P. chopped liver. I love that. That's hilarious.
One of the best names out there, though. Chopped liver, to be fair. Neil's a good name, too.
Neil out of in between is brilliant. Oh, well flicked on by Richarlison. That's a free kick on Bergvall, surely. Come on, ref. That's the other.
We're not going to get any favors from Gillette today.
Head on Jedi. Bergvall. Oh my God, this is exactly what I'm talking about with the guy. That is a simple fucking pass. He's just so sloppy in possession, Bergvall. Come on, kid.
Looks like a new hairdo for Spence. Normally ties it in sort of a bun in the back. From what I can tell, I didn't get a chance to look at the boots.
Maybe got new boots for Christmas.
Appreciate the support, by the way, Chopped Liver. And thank you, Carter, man. Very, very generous support with you guys, as well as Tony.
This would probably be Mark Way's last game for Palace. He'll be gone out of there in January. Surely they're going to take cash for him rather than letting go on a free, right?
Interesting thought. Or he might just play it out and just go on a free just because, force him and his agent, right? Then get a little bit of a bonus.
Mark Way doesn't strike me as that sort of guy, though. I really like him. His interviews and everything else, really like him. Go on, Richie. Good battling.
Well, he's been an absolute professional in the way that it's gone down, to be fair to him.
Yeah. There's no point of him throwing his plates, ties out of pram and all, because a big club, you'll turn suitors off at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You want to attract as many as you can to force them into the cell.
Looks like they're playing Lerma in the back line. Oh, no, they've already gotten behind us here.
That's way too easy. Danzo had to do it. Depending on what way.
Given it as a yellow card, he looked clean in, though, to be fair.
Clean in. I just wonder, I think there was
Will they look at that as a red card?
Maybe. I wonder will VAR look at this as a red and get him to maybe change his on-field decision. But Mateta just takes it in. Danzo doesn't go with him. So he's actually only making up for his own mistake. No, Porro done enough and Spence done enough maybe just to be on the cover. But Danzo let Mateta run free and then also let the runner in behind them. Not good enough there from Danzo.
It's not necessarily that cynical from Danzo either. It's not like he's lunged out and taken him down. It's sort of...
Yeah.
I think a yellow card is actually probably fair.
Right decision.
Jet Spence was the one sort of keeping them on as well. I'm not sure why.
Well, we've only played 7 through balls this season. Palace have already played 1. So if they play another 6 today, they've played more than what we have in the entire season. It'd be nice to see us play some passes like that today. Just defend this free kick now. Massive inquest going on here between Palace players. Vicario setting up his wall.
Do they have any real free kick takers? I don't think so.
I think Adam Wharton is looking at, can he maybe bend that around the wall?
Yeah, I mean, since Eze is gone, hard to think of who they actually have as a real free kick threat.
I think this is set up for a right footer, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Pino went for it, tried to go underneath the wall. Didn't work out. Good
well
pressure
done.
from Kudus.
Well done, Mo. Come on, Mo. Take it to the house.
Forward.
Take it to the end line. Oh, Mo, he's still going. Really beautiful. Cuts in. Good ball in behind.
To Gray.
Gray back post. Good ball.
That's overhead.
Oh. Moani
play
maybe
from
could have set
Kudus.
himself up for the bikey there.
Take your space, Jed. Really good play from Mohamed Kudus.
Lucky Moani, keep going. Get across there, Bergval. Oh, the midfield's all over the shop. Midfield's all over the shop. The Palace are just playing through here. Can Porro stop it? He doesn't. Man, Mickey van de Ven will. He will. He'll do his job. Porro into Gray. Back to Vicario. Vicario pumps it long. Can Richarlison get a hold of this? He's doing everything he can. Well done. Well done.
Got clattered into by Gahey.
Well done there, Richie. Done everything he can to hold that up. Wait for support.
Carter, man.
Yeah, I agree. It should be a foul, Tyler.
Thank you for the kind comment, Carter, man. Very, very appreciative, man. Thanks for upgrading the membership, but also just very kind words. Do appreciate you. Hopefully you do have a good New Year's, my friend. Why are we so open, says Daniel Larson. Yeah, it has been actually open-ended, to be honest, so far. Not something we're too used to.
Screaming for us to take the first goal.
Normally it's just kind of boring and a bit kind of dead usually in the opening minutes whenever watching Spurs, but it has been very open-ended.
Right, Porro, let's see if we can find a throw into someone that's not under immediate pressure here. Can someone get loose? There we go, Bentancur, bit of movement, and he ignores it. You twerp. Come on, Porro. Well done, Mo.
Tries to switch play. Dangerous switch of play, though, from Kudus.
Risky.
Not
Thomas
worth it.
To haul him off for that. He doesn't like risky.
Ball into Mateta. He holds it up pretty well.
Yeah, he does Danzo there again. It's going to be a problem, that. It's twice now he's got the better of Danzo on the open exchanges. Danzo's tried dropping off him. He's punished him. He's tried getting physical with him, and he's punished him. It's going to be a long afternoon. Come on, Danzo. Find your inner tiger. Kudu stretching his back. He's got a bit of back problem there. That's not good.
From carrying the team. He's got some
pump it long again. Not towards any player. It's unbearable. At least give us a chance to compete for the fucking thing.
Get out wide to Spence.
Spence. Come on, Spence. Take it down the line. Good ball to Moani. Moani. Nearly comes off. I don't mind that. I don't mind trying things like that. It's just, can this midfield make one challenge? So far, they've been incapable. Oh, well done, Mo. Good tracking back. Porro into Bergval. Oh, my God, the kid. Oh, my God.
Loses it. Sloppy start from Bergval.
Oh, every time he touches it, he's losing it.
Not liking the start so far, so it's looking THFC. No, neither am I. It's more defensively, I'm not liking the start. I don't think we can criticize yet anything going forward. It's more defensively we look worried.
Oh, good ball back to Bentancur. Good work into Gray. Can we keep it moving forward? Gray does what he can there. Porro moves it back to Vicario. First time. Don't take 10 touches. Nice one. Van de Ven.
Time and space for Van de Ven. Goes for a big king.
Switch. What
all
a ball.
The way out to Kudus.
No, Romero, no problem. Beautiful.
Bergval.
What can he do? Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, man.
Lord, kid, please. Please, kid.
This might be the earliest I've ever called for someone to be hauled off. Call off Bergval. Every time he's touched it, he's lost it. Seriously, he's not exaggerating when saying that. Every time that Bergval's touched it, he's lost it. Doesn't even have the right studs on, let alone the right brain cells for this game.
Thing is, with Bergval, I think there's a superb player there. But that composure is just going to come with age. You know? I think right now he's just too erratic. A big win. Let's see if Danzo come in. Oh, well done, Spence coming in to help him there. Bentancur tries to flick it on to Kudus. Not accurate, but Kudus is trying to battle away there. Go on, Bergval. Go in pressure. Go on, Richie. Force him long. He's shaky. Look at him. Oh, go on, Richie. He took a gamble there. Oh, that Palace keeper. I find Richie go after him every time.
I think he thought that Richie was going to bite on that, but he didn't.
Well done, Bergval. Bentancur. Good touches. Danzo.
It's almost like Henderson thought that he was going to sort of catch him with the fake pass, out wide, but Richie didn't bite it at all.
Into Spence. Oh, it's been undercooked. Mickey Van de Ven, not
Mickey
there,
Van de Ven
kids.
loses it. No reason to
Can't
take that
play
risk,
there.
man.
It's just the
Wharton,
wrong
time
area
and
to
space.
play.
Will Hughes,
Oh, well done. It's that Archie Gray. That is unbelievable
really good
positioning.
defending there.
Playing that
Getting in the
centre-back
way.
really helped them out with that one there.
Playing as a center back, basically, in that situation. Archie Gray,
Yeah.
fair play to him. Adam Wharton.
He's turning way too easy there. It's a ball in.
Good
Oh, well done,
interception from Bentancur.
Bergwall
Shot
with the
gets
block,
through.
ricochets. Oh, well done for Cario. Jesus, and Gray clears it. Is anyone listening to anyone here? What's going on? Oh, offside. We'll have that. RST says we're all over the place. Yep.
Seriously. Defensively, very, very worrying so far. Stevie Frazier saying Lucas looks drunk. So far, he has been playing almost as if he is.
That was unbelievable positioning from Archie Gray there, though, to cover Mickey Van de Ven there. And that's poor from Mickey Van de Ven. He should know he can't play there. Come on, Vic. At least deliver it near somebody. Give them a chance if we're going to go along here. He's trying to hit Mwani this time. Gives him a chance. He flicks it on. See what happens. Richie, well done. Go on, Mwani.
Just a little bit behind Kolomwani.
Go on, Poro.
Poro presses. Jeez,
oh, well
we
done.
look so open.
Got away with that one. We are all over the place.
It just seems far too easy sometimes for Palace when they're playing these balls up to the striker or to the wingers. All they're doing is just holding it up, and then they have runners beyond them after that, and they just look like they could play any pass in behind us. Of course, now we're sitting back a bit more, but any time that we have pressed high, we look so open.
Yeah.
Now we're sitting in a bit of a almost. There's even it's a flat line, you know, forwards there.
Usually, like Palace play counterattack against everybody, and right now they're looking like fucking Real Madrid. Like, come on, Jesus Christ! Get the pressure on him, Lucas. It doesn't help that no one's pressing that player there either. Oh my God. I swear, if we sit off Palace for the rest of this game, I'm going to lose it, Jack. I'm going to lose it. We are showing them way too much respect. And we're sitting back and we can't even get near them either. Just oceans of space to pass into.
I mean, Richarlison is like deeper than Bergwall.
He's centre midfielder.
Ball switched out to Klein.
Oh, well done,
Good block
Spence.
from Jed.
Well done, Spence.
Gives away a throw-in. Fair play to Jed Spence. I think they have Lerma playing as sort of the fill-in for Richards at the minute at center back.
If we set off Palace, this is going to be embarrassing. Long throw here. Just mark Mateta. Do not let him get first contact on it, please, I beg. Oh, well done, Richie. Mo, well done. That'll do. Completes the clearance. Now push out. We got to push out now. Can't sit too deep. Get up the field. And there is absolutely no intention.
Tony Yolo saying Frank needs to get on his iPad and Google how to go forward. It's so pathetic. Yeah, ask ChatGPT for some tactics.
Yeah.
Van de Ven giving it away again. I think someone had said they were going to already, if they see Frank on his iPad or on one of his sketching pads, they were going to lose it.
Good ball.
Tony.
Good ball. Oh, come on, Mo.
Is onto it.
Bang it.
Lays it off to Bergwall.
He's off, is he? He's not. Mo. Good ball, Bergwall. Poro, good ball in. Yes! Come on! What a goal! Richie! Jack, you asked me who's going to score. Jack, you asked me who's going to score. Prove!
Come on, lads. Out of nothing as well. Absolutely out of nothing.
Let's go.
1-0 to the good. Spurs.
It's the pigeon. And it's actually a well-worked move as well. It's a brilliant work move.
First chance we score. Big man Richie. Dave absolutely called it. Richie's on the score sheet. Like I said, this year's Brennan Johnson.
It is a delicious ball here. It's well
Pedro
worth.
Porro finally with a good cross.
Mo Kudus. Oh, yeah,
Dave is
might be
right.
ruled
Maybe there's
out
a
here.
chance of Bergvall potentially being
I
offside.
did say it. I did say it. I think this could be ruled out here, but we'll wait and see. But anyway, it's good play. Mo Kudus lays it off. It's good passing by Bergvall. Porro first time. Richie's onside. I'm not having any arguments there. He buries it as well. It's a good finish, but is Bergvall initially offside in the build-up like I initially thought?
Looks like he is.
Fuck's sake. Jesus fucking Christ. He may as well be wearing a Palace kit this opening 17 minutes, Bergvall.
He's not been helping us out, has he?
He's become a hindrance to everything we're doing right now. If I had a fiver on that, I'd be even more raging with him. Especially if I had Richie down as first scorer.
Good move by Spurs. Like I said, the only chance, I mean, it's been pretty woeful so far in possession and out of possession, but the first chance we actually created, like Dave said, it was a good move and we scored.
No goal offside.
But no goal.
Oh.
Dave was also spot on by pointing out the offsides.
It's just that's annoying with Bergvall. Just make the effort to get back. You're losing possession left, right, and centre. Just make the effort to get back on side. Oh, he hasn't even checked.
He was well off. He was well off. His whole body's offside.
Oh, unlucky. Let's go again, though. Let's not get defeated here by that being ruled out. We showed we can do it.
What is encouraging is, it's the only chance we created, and we absolutely dispatched it.
Yeah. It's actually a good finish by Richie as well, by the way.
No, it's a great move, like you said. So that's encouraging, at least.
Benticore, just keep it moving.
He had Gray there. He needed to move it to Gray. Out wide to Spence. Not a great option. No. Oh, wow. Kolomwani to hold that up.
Kolo.
To hold that up is very impressive from Kolomwani, because I don't know if that was the right option by Jed.
No, it wasn't.
Van de Ven. To Danzo.
At the same time, I'd like to see Kolomwani spin and go in behind there, though, rather than keep running towards him. Good ball over the top. Can Richie get there?
Richie!
Takes any strike.
Heavy touch.
What's a heavy touch? Go down. Oh, Jesus.
What a ball. Was that from Danzo?
Unbelievable pass.
Who played that? Danzo played that. That's probably one of the best passes in the game. Ball.
Oh, my Lord, Danzo.
Lacroix completely loses it there.
A
beautiful, absolute. It's a moonshot of a ball. It's
backspin on it as well. Lovely. Richarlison just makes a Hames in the first touch.
Like I said, though, Richarlison is just this year's Brendan Johnson, where he's able to put them home. But anything you ask more than that, it's just going to be a letdown.
Yeah.
Richarlison ballooned it off of his foot there. Unbelievable ball from Danzo.
Well done, Danzo. Keep fighting. It's going to be a long one. Oh, he gets the better of him. Mateta, he plays it through. Can we clear? Yes. Well done, Archie Gray.
What a touch from Wharton.
Oh, he's free.
Mateta. Dangerous there.
He's causing us all sorts of problem up front right now.
He's holding up the ball. In comparison to Richarlison, Mateta is holding up the ball every time he touches it.
It's where we need to start getting two players on him, though, Jack. One in front, one in behind. That'll stop that. Just get one of your centre midfielders to just drop in front of him if you can, so that they don't have the option to get the ball into him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Just for a few minutes, because this guy he's causing us problems.
To be honest, though, like Van de Ven, to sort of allow him to receive that pass, and then also to allow him to get turned and shoot in that sort of position, I think you can't just be letting him do that.
No.
I mean, to allow him to receive the ball with his back to goal in our own penalty area, and then turn and face to make a shot as well, when Van de Ven is only a few feet away from him, is shocking.
Yeah.
It just seems like Van de Ven was on sleep mode there. AK Shags, good to see you, AK, saying there's no width in this tiny pitch. They're breaking our back line, though, pretty much every time.
But they're in
the middle. We look wide open in the middle.
I think we're trying to stretch it now by playing a few balls in behind, which I don't mind.
Mateta holds it up again.
Well done, Porro. Oh, Kudus, what a touch. Well done.
Into Kolomwani, lays it off to Jet Spence.
Give back to him, Spence. He's right-footed. The angle's just not there. That's
not a good touch from Gray.
That's poor. The angle just not. Spence,
and of course, it's a yellow card from Gillette. pulls back Wharton, but of course it's a yellow card. We're never get any favors from a referee.
Spence he's wearing different color boots. I was right. Yeah, he is. He just needs to trust his left foot a little bit there. The angle, trying to play it on the right foot. The angle for the pass wasn't there. If he could trust his left foot, he could have played that into Mawani there. Still, it doesn't make it. It's just a shit touch by Gray, really.
Good to see Ribsy85.
Big up, Ribeye. How are you keeping, sir? Do you have a good Christmas? Let me know. Warren, it's bad delivery.
Well, Cario, you got a man out wide.
Can we?
Decides to hold it up.
Mickey Van der Ven on to Spence. Yes, Spence. Go on, Spence. This is what we need.
Spence
Come on,
one
Jedi.
of those marauding runs that he loves.
Unlucky.
Tries to play Colomwani in behind.
That's better intent. I don't mind that. At least he's trying. That's exactly what we need. Now, if we could just press out of possession, this would be nice. Go on, Richie. Force it back, Moani. Unlucky. The thing is, this Palace team, they're on a bit of a bad run at the minute. They've only won 2 of their last 5 compared to the early start they got off to. So this is achievable to do today.
It's a real clash amongst the best in the top 14.
Richie, well done. What can Colo do? Oh, well done. Right decision.
Side. Oh, tries to feed Bergvall. Just not the right option.
Shoots. Way.
It's a souvenir. Dave will be catching that one.
Goal kick to Tottenham. You want to be careful shooting like that. He might end up breaking the drum. You know that drum that just is incessant for 90 bloody minutes, home and away. So annoying.
Funniest thing about Spurs was it that the was it the drummer or the trumpet guy that they didn't have a backup trumpet or something like that?
Yeah.
One of the funniest things I ever heard about the club is that they only could spare the expense for one trumpet. So
a
once
club
the
that
trumpet
operates on billions of dollars a year doesn't have the money for an extra musical instrument. I mean, seriously, just in case, right? Shows the level of planning and how cheap we are.
Kudus just had a bright start.
Yeah.
He's not holding on to the ball too long like he did in other games.
Nicky Van der Ven.
I just wonder if Crystal Palace are the same situation where they only have the one drum. So in case you do punch a hole through it, they won't be able to replace it.
It's just a hit and hope ball, that. Come on, guys. Oh. Frank trying to get players to come across here and box them in. On this throw-in, he doesn't want to let them out here. Good. That's good. He was calling for Moani to come all the way across the pitch. Interesting. Go on, Gray. Right, Mickey, take your time. Vicario. On to Mickey Van der Ven. This is going to have to go a bit longer than Spence. Well done. Can Moani hold on to it? He does superbly well here. Fuck off, ref. Oh, my God.
Great antics there from Moani. Jet Spence. That's unnecessary, though. Cole Moani was taken down, but then he was holding on to the ball. Will Hughes wasn't having it.
Brilliant from Moani.
Give Will Hughes a yellow card, please.
He won't.
This is pretty funny, though, from Cole Moani. He felt like he was fouled.
That's just not a free kick, though. Like, it's just madness. That's a free kick there on Moani. Oh, and he gets caught in the face. Well done, Moani. Let's see if there should be a booking here for Will Hughes. Does he catch him in the face? Oh, with the knee. That's a knee into the jaw. That's got to be a booking.
He's got a broken jaw already.
It's got to be a booking, that. No? Okay.
On the broken jaw as well, says Ed Sweeting.
They're playing UFC. They have UFC rules. We have netball rules. Okay, I'll see how it is.
AK Shags, Hughes kicks him in the face. VAR looks for 1 second and clears it.
Yeah. Accidental.
Oh, this is
Oh, it's a free
dangerous.
header. Back post. Oh, he's missed. How's he missed that?
That's their best
He's got
chance of
away
the
with that
game.
one.
Best chance of the
He got
game
away
so
with
far.
that one.
Mateta's missed. Start out from a free kick. They swung it out wide. Adam Morton with a
pressure on the
delicious
ball.
cross towards the back post to Lacroix. He heads it back across goals. Mateta, it's a free header from
yeah, it's out.
Mateta.
He's got to be scoring that. We got away with that one.
100%.
Lacroix maybe might have been offside there.
Yeah, I think you
He is
might be
causing
onto
Danzo
something there. He
all
might have been
sorts
offside,
of
Lacroix,
problems.
but it's a free header for Mateta.
Hate to say it, this might be a game for Radu Dragosin just because of his height.
I mean, he's been bullying Danzo all game.
Yeah, he's been bullying him left, right, and centre.
And Daniel Larson saying the same thing. He's been getting bullied by Mateta. I agree, Daniel.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, sometimes there's just an animal on the pitch you can do nothing about. Don't get me wrong, but I think this is where Frank needs to realise that and try and get someone else in around to help deal with the strength. Or Danzo just needs to find a way. Because Danzo's a big guy himself. It's not like you can accuse Danzo of being weak. Do you know what I mean? The fact that he's ragdolling him around the place probably shows the strength of Mateta. And there's the donkey nature of Mateta. But Palace still pick it up. It's too easy. Come on, Porro, get out there. No, it's a free header again. Jesus Christ, it is way too easy. See how easy they make attacking look compared to us. They're just knocking about, lovely strokes of passes, crosses into the box, trying to score goals. We're just hitting hopeful lob balls down the line and everything. It's embarrassing. Vicario on to Danzo. Takes a poor touch. Back to Vicario. Another hit and hope for long fucking ball. Jesus Christ. Oh my God. We are so... Look at this, and they're just rolling it around. What world am I living in? That Palace
Pedro Porro intercepts, though. Kudus heavy touch, gets away with it. Porro into Bergvall. Lovely touch from Bergvall.
Come on, Mo.
Surging forward.
Richie, get free.
Oh, fuck. And then Kudus, the one time now when we needed him, again, not to hold on to it too long, he does.
Oh...
Same old Spurs so far.
We're just going to have to grind this out. It's not going to be pretty today, is it? Just going to have to grind something. Palace knocking around the back line, trying to draw Tottenham out here. Richarlison trying to get some pressure on Mokuda's trying to follow. But Mateta drops deep again. Poor touch. Danzo gets away with it. Moani, poor touch. Palace have it back. Now Tottenham have it back. Jesus Christ. Do we get tickets to the circus today, Jack? Who's gone down here? Nothing there. Nothing Moani done wrong there. Scooter reacts. Get up, you muppet. AK Shakes going VAR. Take a long look. Oh, not a great opening 30 minutes, Jacko. Oh, you're on mute, Jack.
Some reason I went frozen there. I mean, same old Spurs, Dave. Feels like first 30 minutes.
It's just frustrating. You're seeing Palace knock it around, stroking it around. We can't even put two passes together to get out of our own half. To the point we end up just looking to clip it down the wing and hopefully turn it over for a throw-in. It's embarrassing. And then out of possession, we can't even get near them. Oh, come on, Spurs. All right, ref, can we get on with the game now? He's had long enough. Spence onto Bentancur. Bentancur moves it on to Porro. That's going to be with a bit more zip, though, about it. Danzo. Onto Van der Ven. Moves it on to Spence. Spence down the line to Moani. Tries to ball roll inside. Doesn't get away with it, but Spence bails him out.
Good flick by Spence into
Bentancur
Colo.
to Moani.
Plays it
Good
back to
tight
Benz. Jed, can he switch it? Danzo. Out wide to Pedro Porro. Kudus makes a run in behind. Pedro Porro tries to swing it in. Richie tries to get onto it. Bentancur recovers. Does
Lovely
well.
feet.
Bobbling pass, though, into Kudus. Bentancur gets turned.
I don't think he wanted
Palace
that one
now
there,
pushing
Porro.
us backwards. At some point, we need to get the ball in the box there.
I don't even think Bentancur wanted that one. I think he wanted Porro to open up his body there.
Yeah. Spurs had a moment, though. They should have tried to get the ball into the box. Pedro.
Danzo into Porro. Porro tries
Good
to
ball in behind. Good try.
Right, now put the pressure on. Don't drop back. It's more effort to drop back. Well done. Oh, God. Everything's just...
Spurs asking for offsides. Tyreek Mitchell surging forward.
Don't let him shoot. Well done, Danzo. Put the baby makers on the line there. Bergvall puts in a challenge.
Danzo, you don't need to clear it like that, man.
Porro does the exact same thing here. Crash, bang, wallop. It's like we're playing rugby here at this moment in time.
Both of those situations, we don't need to clear it so desperately. Like, you actually have more time on the ball than you think there. Especially against a team like Palace. They're not going to press you. Tony Yolo saying it's like I'm watching Brentford versus Palace.
Yeah, honestly, it's watching paint dry is almost more enticing right now. Palace put another one in the box. Van der Ven clears. Spence, you just got to hook this. You've just got to hook it, Spence. Just fucking hook the thing at that point. It's all you had to do. It's all the only option you had left. Oh, we got away with that one again. What is he trying there, man?
Apart from the very good goal that Spurs created that was offsides, it's been nothing but Crystal Palace so far.
Yeah. Carry
They look like they could easily score in this first half.
Easily. Oh, well,
Pedro Porro gets forward. Out wide to Kudus.
Come on, Mo. He's slipping everywhere.
Being doubled up on. Does well to get out of it, though.
Right, just lay it off now. You don't need... Well done.
Ref,
that's got to be a booking.
And that's got to be a play on. Of course the referee says play on.
Danzo.
Of course the referee says play on. He gets barged in the back. No reason at all to barge him in the back. Well after he gave away the pass, back to the center back. And he gets run over by the defender for Palace. And the referee just yells play on. There's no reason for him to even be making that challenge on Kudus. And the referee just says play on. For fuck's sake.
No. Oh, no.
I'm not going to blame the referees for today. But seriously, it is absurd what other teams seem to get away with. Jed Spence. Time and space. You have Kudus. Plays it behind him. Fuck.
It's got to be more forward.
Kudus. It's got to be such a better pass from Jed Spence. It's behind him.
Put it in front of the guy. He has to wait 10 minutes for the fucking thing. Jesus Christ. Oh, man, that's infuriating. He's even held his run for it to be played in behind.
Alan, good to see you. Rakdos Madness. Hopefully everything's all right with you.
Yeah, big up, pal. Good to see you.
I know you had a busy
Christmas.
I know you've had a busy last month, but hopefully you had a good Christmas, man.
Long throw. We don't even use that. Lay it off. Danzo. Why is he the guy crossing the football? Why is he the guy crossing the football? Porro! Oh, Lord. Oh, my. Why is Danzo the guy crossing the ball? If we were going to do that, let Pedro Porro take the throw and let him cross it. Seriously. Some of our decision-making is baffling. The only reason why Danzo should be on the throw-in is because he's putting it in. Long from the throw-in. What are we doing here, Jacko? What are we doing, man?
And there's Brendan Johnson, Ben Davis, and Dan Scarlett all having a laugh.
Yeah. Laughing at how much of losers we are. Idiots. You're not allowed to laugh when we're this crap.
Ben Davis, the amazing leader and captain that he is, that people claim him to be, laughing on the sidelines.
Well, I've always said, if we leave these guys around as being leaders, you're gonna fall. You're gonna see standards fall. Porro balloons this. Come on, Richie. It's our only hope. He doesn't even challenge for it. Oh my God. Go on, Richie.
That's actually, maybe there's just been so little from Spurs so far, but that is actually, the more I'm thinking about, that's eating me up, seeing Dane Scarlett, Brennan Johnson, Ben Davis just having a laugh.
Yeah. I'm glad they're enjoying their Christmas. Well on Spence.
Absolutely destroys Klein.
And again, that's it. Well done. Makes him his bitch. Everyone just saying this is a crap. Guys, I don't know what to say to you anymore. I don't know what to say to you. I can't believe we're at a point where Palace are balling us off the park. It's bad. It is bad. And then I don't have any faith in Johnson, Dane, Scarlett, or Davies to come off the bench, considering they're laughing on the sideline. And now we're getting tactical analysis here. He's gone back to the bench to look at the iPad, Thomas Frank. Not sure what that's going to help him with. Mickey Van der Van down the line to Jed's bench, does well to keep that in and win a throw. And well done, Jed. That's fucking brilliant. Come on, Spurs. See if we can muster up something before halftime. Spence launching this one down the line. And that one of the players... You've got two Spurs players there, one Palace player, and we put it on the Palace player's head. What are we doing? Come on, Porro.
Oh, he gets skinned by Mitchell.
Oh, no.
Mitchell whips it in. Dealt with by Bentancur.
Well done, Bentancur. Spence does better this time. Bentancur.
Good turn from Bentancur.
Ball into
really good
turn. Over the top. Oh, my Lord. Holy shit, this kid's passing is absolutely atrocious. It is shocking. It's absolutely shocking. Even Stevie Wonder could find that fucking pass, and he's blind. Holy shit, Bergvall. What is wrong with you? Take that fucking long hair out your eyes and go get it cut. Oh. It's intolerable. It is such a simple ball. Richarlison, I haven't seen a guy run as fast this year. He's made that burst in behind. He still can't find him. Oh. Calm down, Dave. It's not worth it.
No, that was actually totally worth it.
It's just not.
That was hilarious. I mean, if anything, you would tolerate in that situation with Bergvall. If he overhits it, you would tolerate it more than underhitting it. The fact that he underhits it is the shocking bit.
It's even worse.
I would prefer if he just overhit it.
Overhitting it. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Mawani, great touch.
Mawani does really well here.
Do it on your own. Mawani. Oh, unlucky.
That's it, Colo.
Mike Colo.
We're not going to get any check, though. We're not going to get any check. I mean, we know it's VAR. We're not going to get any look at it.
Richie wins that really well. Bergvall wins the header. What a touch there by Mawani. Great touch. Goes on his own.
Oh.
How's that not a corner kick?
It slipped through his hands. It slipped off of it's not a handball. It went off his leg initially.
If that was us, that'd be a penalty given.
Oh, 100%. Oh, they'd be looking at it.
Well, first corner of the game. Let's see what we can do here. Can we get a good delivery in? So hopefully Porro's got the Christmas boots on. Puts in a wonder. A Stevie Wonder.
Steve D, member for 31 months. At least Stevie Wonder was jamming.
Yeah, that's true. At least he gave me something to be happy about.
Wand of a right foot, Stevie Wonder.
Come on, Porro. Just give me a good delivery. Put it right on top of Bentancur's noggin. It's not bad, but back post. On the overhead. Come on, Richie. Richie, yes! It's Archie! Come on!
Come on, lad.
50 Shades of Grey, baby. Let's go.
Another goal against the run of play for Spurs.
Woo! We'll have that one. That's certainly against the
Absolutely
run
take
of play.
this one. Absolutely take it. Set piece FC as well. We'll take another
Let's
set piece
go.
goal. It's been a while.
Richie
Since
with the lovely flick on there as well. And Archie Gray, it's a poacher's effort. It's brilliant.
Who wins the first header? Is it Colomwani that wins the first
delivery
one?
by Poro.
Colomwani.
Colomwani, Richie, brilliant.
Richie
There.
with
That's
a really
Richie.
good header
That
there
is
from Richie.
Unbelievable from Richie.
Richie just sort of heads it back into the danger area.
It's an assist that for Richarlison. Look at that.
Oh,
3 players
yeah.
on him. Bosh. Get off me. And Archie Gray there to tap it home. Mawani does so good to keep that alive.
Yeah, it's really good work from Colomwani and Richarlison.
It's just
Richarlison's
great,
header
man.
is really nice to Archie Gray.
And Archie Gray's just sitting there waiting. That's what all great players do. Just sit in the middle, wait for the chaos. Ball's going to come your way.
I will say one of my favorite things from managers is when they do the header motion. Like you saw Thomas Frank there, he did the flick, motion with his head when it fell to Archie Gray. That's one of my favorite things to see managers for goal celebrations is when they do it themselves as if they're going to be finishing the chance.
Oh, absolutely top notch.
Even Thomas Frank would have finished that one.
Good battling from the two forward players. And Archie Gray, you put yourself in them positions, you're going to score goals. Brilliant. Oh, Richarlison, no.
You can't ask him to do much.
Don't let yourself down now. We're just after praising you. Jed Spence with the odd boots.
Colomwani looked delighted for Gray. Fair play, says Ed Sweeting. He did, actually. I think Colomwani just also probably felt happy that he got to play a part in creating another goal. Good play by Bergvall.
Well done, Lucas. Go on, Lucas. Now find the pass. There we go, Richie. Well done,
Good hold
Richie.
from Richie.
Come on, Mo. Get your head up. Find Mawani. Play him.
To Bergvall.
Good. Oh,
not the right option from Bergvall. Just swing it across, man. You have Colomwani at the back post. Bergvall's been frustrating this game. He's limping as well. Bergvall.
He's had a poor half, Lucas.
Scooter Reacts playing ship up 1-0. Have to take that so far. 100%.
I love it for 100%. Sure. I just want to win games of football. If it stays like this, I'll walk away happy this evening despite playing shit. We won.
I think my only real, I'm not surprised that we haven't created a ton, to be honest, Scooter Reacts. I'm not even that surprised that we're playing pretty terribly. I am a bit more concerned by just how open we have looked at times defensively. I think you would absolutely take it if we didn't look as open defensively.
Yeah.
It does feel like at some point we're going to concede unless we tighten things up relatively soon. But of course, it's about to be the end of the first half anyway. So a really good time to score, to be fair, a very good time. But that would be my worry going into the second half is that if this continues, it just gets barged in the back and there's not even a consideration from the ref. But that's my only worry, Scooter Reacts, going into the second half is just if we stay this open defensively, I do feel like Palace will score.
Yeah.
But that's what's nice is that we get a break and hopefully things will be sort of tightened up.
Lord. Of course. Give them every opportunity. Where have they out 4 minutes?
There's not even been a VAR check.
Oh, there was for that offside goal, but it wasn't 4 minutes long. It was about 30 seconds. They always do it quickly when it comes to Tottenham.
Well, because they wanted to rule it out as quickly as possible because Spurs scored. That was the reason. They just how can we? Any other team, they would try to find every reason to give the goal. With us, they try to find every reason to take it away. They are most efficient VAR check of all time because Spurs scored. Back post.
Don't let him put it back across. You can't let him do that. Get out.
Archie Gray, man.
Well done, Gray.
Jed. Good block from Colomwani. Good touch from Richie.
What a touch. Come on, man.
He gets those touches right, but ones that are just simply into his feet, he can't.
That's the most frustrating thing about him, though, Jack. The ones that are so simple. The ones that are so simple, and you're like, all right, just take that in your stride, move it on.
And balloons off of him, and then in that one.
Or it's ballooning off him, and then that one, you're like, there's not a hope in hell.
Yeah,
yeah. Looks that one out of the air.
In that situation, I wouldn't blame anyone for having a poor touch in that situation, but somehow he brings it perfectly under control. Oliver Glasner frustrated. Got the turtleneck. He's got the iPad out. Maybe that's another reason not to go for Glasner. He loves the iPad.
He done well at Frankfurt, though, and he's done a really good job at Palace.
Next manager we get, no iPad needs to be in sight.
No.
No iPad, no tactical pads, no magnets.
And then we want 100% enthusiasm just from them on the sideline.
No woke nonsense. No magnets, please, in the next manager.
Just be in tune with what's going on around you. You know what I mean? You get all the other people to watch the things and just give you quick messages before going in at halftime.
I know AK Shags is big on the referee conspiracies this year, and he's saying allowing them 4 minutes is absolutely insane, but I'm trying not to lose my shit about it.
Oh, well done, Danzo. Good clearance, sir.
Eric Val, get out to it, man. Flicks it on to Poro. Really well done. Poro,
on,
you have to play past here.
Ref, that's got to be a yellow. That is no nonsense. That's a yellow card. He's pulled down an efficient counter. Thank you very much. We'll have that one. Yep.
Oh, that's
the right decision. It's exactly what Danzo got booked for.
That one's even more intentional than Danzo's. Danzo was actually probably more clever.
Yeah, you're actually right there, to be fair.
Because Danzo just sort of intentionally put himself where he knew that his back foot was going to clip with him, whereas Will Hughes is just kicked out.
Yeah. I think he might have had a bit too much turkey there. Couldn't get back. Right, ref, can you get away from standing in front of the ball? What are you doing? Writing a love letter down on that card to fucking Glasner. Move out the way, twit. Danzo hooks this one into the corner. No craft, nothing about it. Just hook it into the corner. Is this what we've become? Mateta, deal with it, Danzo. Well done. Good done.
Oh, look at that celebration from him as well.
He's up for it now.
Big Kev.
Big Kev is home alone. Just launch it down the line. It's who we are, Poro. There we go. And Danzo deals with Mateta again. Brilliant. Richarlison. Oh, Lord. Exactly what you were talking about, Jack. What does that roll into him? Bergvall.
Too much from Bergvall. Too much.
Oh,
too much from Bergvall. What the fuck is he doing?
Take him off at halftime. He'll cost you a goal today. Well done.
Oh, my God. How does he get away from me there, man?
But I can't cross it because he's not in the box. Close him down.
That's just the sort of shit that Bergvall does, though, that people just completely ignore. It's like it's almost like he thought he was playing FIFA there, where he could just take on like 6 guys with no space whatsoever. Spurs 1-0, though. I mean, 2 attacks, 2 goals, one of them ruled out, but I can't even remember any other attacks really apart from that, to be perfectly honest. Like, I think it's been pretty dull from us going forward, but we've been exceptionally clinical with the chances. You know, to even say chances plural feels like a bit of a stretch. I don't even know if we've had chances plural in this game. But we've taken the opportunities that we've had, Dave. And I think the only worry, like I said, maybe just a little bit earlier, is that defensively, we do look a little bit, open, either through the middle or just at times some of these one-on-ones, we haven't done too well with. So that's my slight worry, is it doesn't really feel like Crystal Palace are going to be held to no goals unless things dramatically change defensively in the second half.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think Mateta is causing us huge problems. And every time they swing the ball into the box as well, they're causing us problems. It is something that Thomas Frank, needs to sort of highlight and get into them at halftime. And, this is where you do need the tactical lads to sort of show him some patterns and then let him sort of assess it and then go and fix it. But look, in general, it's been a pretty shit half. Thomas Frank did say to Sky Sports before the game we were going to respect Palace. I think we've certainly done that, so much so we've just sat off them and made them look like Real Madrid. But, where we are in 14th, no confidence in the players, no confidence in the manager. Sometimes you just got to pick up something scrappy. And to be honest with you, Jack, and this is where I'm going to be fair, even when we had Pochettino in charge and we were playing rip-rolling football all across fucking Europe, we still struggle at Selhurst Park away in terms of trying to break them down and play our sexy football and stuff. It's just one of them games. You have to be prepared to scrap. And so far we've done it and we've come out the right side. But to your point, defensively, we need to wake up a little bit. I would also argue in possession, Bergvall is not helping the cause. If I'm Thomas Frank, I look to take him off at halftime, bring in João Paulinho, to be honest with you, because Bergvall just keeps losing the ball at every... Honestly, I think he's lost it nearly every time he's touched it today. It can't keep continuing because that's just as That's just going to cost you his goal just as much as someone making a mistake in the back line by not being switched on or whatever, by him constantly losing it. And then also, it has a double problem because when you're going forward and you are getting into good positions, simple passes like the one where he nearly broke me there, honestly, I nearly had a nervous breakdown. It's such a simple ball in behind for Richarlison. He undercooks it. To your point, I'd rather him overcook it than undercook it. Either way, it's an easy pass for a professional footballer to play. He should be able to make it. You could put Danzo in that situation and he'd play it. It's just nowhere near good enough. So I think that's one change if I'm Thomas Frank. You've got to take. You've got to make at halftime. You've got to start being proactive. You've got to send out the message at halftime. I'm not tolerating that. Out you come. João Palhinha, in you go. I also think bringing in João Palhinha, ironically, I think you can drop him maybe in front of Mateta, and he could also maybe help try and deal with that physical battle. So for me, that's the change I'd be looking at making. And if he does, I think we'd be home and dry. Does Thomas Frank have the balls to be proactive at halftime and make that change and take Bergvall off? I'm not quite so sure. Like at the end of the day, the kid has contributed absolutely nothing but give the ball away.
Just 45 minutes to go, still a whole lot of football left, but the one funny thing about Thomas Frank in his time here, even though he's absolutely under pressure, is that away from home, even when we haven't played well, we found a way to somehow, churn out some results, and historically that we just haven't. I think even Goodison Park, or at least away from home against Everton, it was a struggle for us. Going to West Ham was a struggle for us. Plenty of teams that we've struggled against away from home historically. For some reason, Thomas Frank has been able to get results out of, which is one of the ironies, I think, during his time here, is whereas a lot of the very winnable games at home, we've been absolutely shocking. So I wonder if that's going to play out here again, where we somehow, some way, through any real explanation, just maybe out of sheer luck and maybe just a bit of togetherness, we somehow shithouse, another decent result away from home. But that's been the funny. If you're going to take any positives during his reign here, Dave, that would be it. Is that somehow, some way, we have shithoused a few results away from home under him.
Yeah, because his tactics work away from home, where you sort of give the opposition enough space to come onto you, and you're hoping to sort of hit them on the counter and take the points, because there's space in behind when when you're playing these teams away from home. But, equally at home, that's where a problem comes in. Because he can't change it. He can't play a style of Brown where we're taking the game to the opposition and stuff like that. And, that's Thomas Frank's big problem here. At the end of the day, even though we are playing Selhurst Park, we shouldn't be sitting here playing counter-attacking football against Crystal Palace. That's never happened in my lifetime. We've always taken the game to them. Although it may not have been prettier stuff, but we've always took the game to them, and we've enjoyed the lion's share possession. I shouldn't be living in a world where Crystal Palace are dominating us. I just shouldn't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I keep re-emphasizing, where we are sitting 14th, no confidence amongst anybody or anything with inside the football club. This is where we are, and this is where we are right now, and you'll take it at the end of the day. Well, I'd rather win today than lose.
Well, I said to you, it has to be one or the other, right, for Frank. It has to be either really good performances that we can get behind and we can see encouraging signs from, so that then he gives himself some patience, or he just delivers results by hook or by crook, even if it is ugly. You just have to do one or the other, I feel like, as a Spurs manager. Either you deliver results consistently, even if the football is terrible, or you have to produce some good football that fans can try to tolerate, even if maybe results aren't going his way. And he hasn't done either, really, for the majority of the season. But I don't know. Like, this is one of those games where it's not been pretty, but we are 1-0. And if we play better in the second half and Crystal Palace don't play much better, potentially we can grab a win here, which is so needed.
But look, let's be honest, right? Even if we were to be that house where that team where we shit house results, we would be all over that. Yeah. We would get behind that and we would relish in it. We are absolutely petty. Football fans are like 5-year-old children. You just need something to get behind, and you are going to embrace it into your core. Like, we mean you'd be the first one sitting here, absolutely enjoying that sort of ragtag crew that just shit house and stuff like that. We'd be relishing it, So it's not like he has to play this sexy football. He's just got to find an effective way of winning results, and then Spurs fans will get behind it. That's, at the end of the day, we can't pick and choose what we get behind at the end of the day, because we've been so starved of any sort of quality for years here. So at the end of the day, it doesn't take much to really get us off our feet and get behind it. But at the end of the day, it's got to deliver results. And if it doesn't, then he'll bounce himself out the door. A win today will relieve a little bit of pressure, and he's got a nice easy one on New Year's Eve, or New Year's Day against Brentford. Another 3 points there. all of a sudden, everyone's Frank in again. So it's not beyond the realms of impossibility. We just got to try and get over the line here today. But to your point, he's got to be re-emphasizing into that back line. And I also think half the problem is we're sitting so far deep off them. He also needs to be a bit brave and instruct the team to play higher up the pitch and get more pressure on the ball. Because at the minute, we're just sitting so deep on the edge of our own box, almost like we done against Monaco. They're just working the ball up there, put it in the box, and they're getting chances off the back of it. At what point do we go and engage?
I just
What
have
point?
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, but that's the thing. At what point do we engage? I mean, I would hate to be a country at war and this guy in charge because you're not defending anything. You're defending your borders. At what point do you become the aggressor and not let them all the way up to that point and actually go out and try and do something about it? So that's what he's got to do this half. Show some
100%.
bollocks, find them, take them skinny jeans off, loosen them, put your hands down and find them.
I just feel like if people feel like this squad is, I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be, but going by the logic that the squad is as terrible as some people make it out to be, we'll have to see more of these types of performances and results where we are just sort of shithousing our way to a result some way or somehow
Yeah.
if we are as bad as people make us out to be, even though I'm not sure if I believe it. Sean Maddox with a very funny comment just from earlier, and then I'll take some of these super chats. Sean Maddox just saying, I want a manager with a wooden clipboard so that he can break it anytime that he wants. Like, I agree with that for Sean Maddox. Some people saying that it's a shithouse FC from us. I completely agree. Some people are absolutely baffled how we're even winning this game. Daniel Larson saying, are we winning, son? Big up. Come on, you Spurs. 44 months as well from Daniel as a member. Really appreciate you, man. Been very generous to us for many a years now. And we've been here before, Daniel, where all we're praying for is just a result, even if the performance isn't good enough. It's around this time of year, festive season, near the New Year's as well. We kind of just want results. We just don't want to have to worry about Spurs, in times like this. And hopefully the next 45 minutes we see a little bit better football, but as long as we can hold on to this result, at least we don't have to worry about Spurs, going into the new year. Big up to you, my man. Really appreciate you, Daniel.
Big up, Daniel. On that though, Jack, I do think I do think in the second half, I think counter-attacking football is going to set to continue here. It's what Frank knows. But for me, I think the line of engagement needs to be about 5-10 yards inside our own half. If he does that, we'll get out of this with a win, and we'll probably go and sneak a second or a third on the counter. But if we're sitting so deep to the point where you pointed out, where Richarlison is practically playing centre midfield, we're just inviting the goal. We're just inviting the pressure, and eventually, in my whole lifetime as Tottenham, we don't see it out. We will end up conceding by hook, by crook, one way or another, even if it means Pogba will have to roll out 12 minutes injury time and do something they've never done before. It will happen. So, I would expect the counter-attack of football to sort of continue, but it's the line of engagement out of possession that really needs to be changed at this half. Look, at the end of the day, we can't keep letting them get the ball into Philip Mateta's feet and bullying Danzo. At some point, you've got to go, right, we've got to go and try and stop that. You're not going to win the physical battle with that fucking giraffe up front. You know what I mean? So you may as well fucking go and try and win the battle further up the pitch.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. Just going to take this from Jerome. He's saying, that was so dull. Lucky there are corners in football. Crystal Palace are absolutely dominating us. Now we have been dominated by Crystal Palace so far. I think we're lucky in that they've been a bit wasteful. You would maybe say there are two opportunities where one of them they should have taken. I think both of them might have been Mateta, or I think he should have been able to take at least one of those, and score a goal. And then they've had some other maybe more dangerous moments that would have required maybe a better ball or a better finish, to be fair. But they have been the better team so far.
We've exploited their weakness, though. Their weakness is set pieces. They've conceded the most goals from set pieces.
I didn't know that.
Coming into this game from this season, and we scored from a corner kick. So we've sort of exposed that weakness.
But yeah,
that's what Thomas Frank is about, right? He's never going to try and go after a team on a football merit, but he'll try and pinpoint a little bit of weaknesses. And I suppose we've done that so far.
I just think, Jerome, I think we can see out this result if we are just a bit more solid defensively in this game, and if we were less sloppy in possession at times, then we could potentially see out the result here. We just need to be better in the second half than we've been in the first half, and then there is a chance that we can hold on to this 1-0 at the minute. So let's hope for it, Jerome. Pick up to you, my friend. Hopefully you had a good Christmas, and hopefully you're having a good end to your year as well. Let's take some other comments. Colin Turner saying, but we are in front, and to be fair, Vic hasn't had a great deal to do yet. It's just so predictable, though, from us so far. Agree with you, Colin. I would say that Mateta maybe on two occasions, like I said, maybe should have taken one of those chances. The other ones, as much
They've
as
been
they were
great.
threatening, it would have required a pretty amazing finish,
Yeah.
to be fair. I think it was like Wharton or something, Dave maybe had like 2 shots on goal, but it would have been an insane finish if he was able to put them away.
Yeah,
So
they've
it's
had a
just
couple of tame efforts.
it's just probably limiting some of those chances that we've given them and being less open,
Mm.
I would say, through the middle, because there have been times where they've played some of those passes into Mateta. He's been able to hold it up, no problem, and then they look like they could actually, with maybe a bit better quality, play an easy through ball and behind, We saw that in the opening 10, 15 minutes. For whatever reason, we looked so easy to penetrate. I'm not sure why.
I think you got to get João Paulini in there. Put
Yeah.
him right in front of Danzo, and that'll help him with the physical battle. You'll eliminate Mateta because no matter how strong you are, there's nothing you can do against two people of the size of Danzo and Paulini. That'll eliminate that threat. That should get us in possession a little bit more, and then we can take the game to them.
King
It's an easy
Huddles.
sub to make because it's not like he's being harsh, like, that everyone's played well. Gray's played decent. Bentancur has done well. Bergval's been absolutely atrocious. It's an easy substitution. Couldn't have been made any easier or more obvious to make at halftime.
I feel like King Hoddle was saying the complete opposite a couple of weeks ago, but he's saying, Dave, we can see that Thomas Frank is a very good counter-attacking manager. It's playing patterns when being the dominant side in possession. That's the issue.
But there is no playing
I,
patterns. It's just clip the ball down the line.
I think we've had
That's
a
all it
total of
is.
2 chances this game, King Hoddle, and luckily we've taken both of them, to be fair, like one of them from the corner and the other one from the offside with Bergvall. I can't remember any other opportunities that we've had this game where we've actually strung together any sort of counterattack, to be honest. I mean, I love counterattacking football. Dave knows this. I'm a huge fan of counterattacking managers, but I've seen nothing so far of any sort of counterattacking plan whatsoever.
No.
It just seems like we're just hoofing it long as per usual to Richarlison or Kolomwani, hoping that they can hold it up, and then maybe we can string together 2 or 3 passes to potentially create a chance. But we haven't actually done that. That's only something I'm saying in theory that maybe we're trying to do, but we haven't done it
Mm.
whatsoever so far.
Yeah, no, there is no counter-attacking style of play. You look at Thomas Frank's play, goal kicks, put it long into the corner, try and win a throw and win percentages. When you're in possession, pass it around the back till you're pressured, to clip it down the line, not even in behind or to the guy's feet. You just clip it down, force them into a header, try and pick up a throw and win percentages. That's all Thomas Frank's game plan is. It's not going to work long term at Tottenham. If it was genuine counter-attacking football, I could get behind it, but it's
Mhm.
not. At the end of the day, I'm not going to complain today. We're up 1-0. Hopefully we win. Selfishly, I don't want to have to pull my ass out of bed or off the couch over this festive period when I've got a girlfriend and family and stuff to sit here and talk about Tottenham sacking manager and a new one bringing in. I want to win today's game of football, but I'm also not going to sit here and pretend, that he's a great counter-attacking manager when literally he's employing what teams used to do in the early 2000s. Clip it
Yeah.
down the line, play percentages.
Um, Taking this from Sean saying next goal wins this game. Probably, Sean. Probably. Um, Tyler saying spot on, Dave. He needs to get Palhinha in before they score in the second half. And then Dropkick Your Teacher with the super chat saying if we don't switch on, the dam will break like it did against Forest. Good goal from Gray, but we did get lucky. They fluffed their lines multiple times.
What I will say on that, we
It
can say
feels
we got
slightly different from the Forest game, to be honest, RC. I might disagree with you there. Go ahead, Dave.
Maybe I thought he was maybe saying our goal was lucky. Maybe I misread it. I was going to say our goal was actually well done, Moani or Spence. That's Spence. Spence comes flying out. But I thought maybe you were saying our corner kick was lucky, which I don't think it was. I just think it was, great play by Moani, good delivery, and brilliant from Richarlison. But in general, I think over the half of play, I think you can make the argument we got lucky. Mateta from 4 yards out missing a header. It's not something actually, I have seen him do that before. I was going to say it's not something he usually does. No, I have seen him do it before, but yeah, maybe there's an element of luck to it, but at the end of the day, it's where we are as a team right now. RST, you just got to take the little bits we can and hopefully win games of football.
I would say we've been lucky in the chances that they've missed. I don't think we've been lucky in the goal that we
We
scored.
certainly
Like
haven't been
to score
proactive
from a
about
set
trying to
piece
win.
usually isn't lucky. I would say it's usually by
Mm.
design or they've made a mistake, but it's not like you're lucky if they've made a mistake. It's just, their own fault really. But we've been lucky in the chances they've wasted, I would say.
Where I do sort of agree with RST is it's not like we've done anything to go and win this game.
No.
So we are lucky in that regard. Oh my God, what is that? Like, that's just a shocking delivery. Sent everybody up for no reason at all. For if you're a manager, they're the little things you are going furious at. And we're all out of position here because of that shit free kick. And Palace are on the surge here with Mateta. Well done, Spence closes it out. Archie Gray just clips it down the line to Kudos. Bentancur just fucks it forward as well. What are we doing here? Long ball FC. There is no willingness to try and take it down and play, and it's just hoof it forward.
Well, according to King Hoddle, we've counterattacked well all season, which I think is actually, it's amazing you're saying that with a straight face, King Hoddle, when you've watched the Chelsea game, the Arsenal game, Monaco, Bodo Glimt. If that's counterattacking football, then I guess I'm Jesus Christ. I'm not too sure, man. I don't know what the hell you're even seeing in that case. Like I said, I love counterattacking football, but we have not seen good counterattacking football every game this season.
But it's got to be a clear instruction, because both there, Bentancur and Gray could have took a touch as midfielders and looked to sort of calm it down and play it out. So they're clearly being told, just hoof it long and let's hope we can pick up a second ball and break. It's not a tactic. That's just no tactics. It's just a guy that doesn't know what he's doing. No, if we were looking at it and going, right, we're trying to get the ball in here and then break them, put it out here, and that's our avenue to goal. We just don't see that.
Ribsy85 saying, I don't mind the long ball as long as it's not so aimless. I completely agree, Ribsy. That's what I agree with. It just feels like hope and pray every time.
Sam Allardyce used to do it, but if you listen to Sam Allardyce talk, they used to target a certain player that they're hitting it towards, but they'd also push up 3 or 4 players around that guy that they're their target man to pick up the breaking ball. We don't do that. We just see it hoofed long to Kudos or Richarlison. And not one player in and around the vicinity of 20 yards to even try and pick up the breaking ball. It's just there's no thought about it, to your point, Ribsy. When you listen to Sam Allardyce talk about it back with his Bolton team, he wouldn't shy away from it. He'd say, yeah, but we'd hit Kevin Davies. Kevin Davies would be our target man. And then we put 4 or 5 players around them, look to pick up the breaking ball and go at them.
Even there, we have no counterattacking plan whatsoever. We had 4 or 5 players forward there, and Pedro Porro just hoofs it all the way back to their goalkeeper when we probably have more players forward than Crystal Palace had even back. And for some reason, we just, I'm not sure if you saw that, Dave, but he just ballooned it back to the goalkeeper. Yeah. And all he needed to do was just play a pass on the floor, and we would have had an easy counterattack. This is what I mean. We're not counterattacking well whatsoever. That was an amazing counterattacking opportunity. And for some reason, we just decide to hoof it long.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any sense.
Plan about it. There's no plan about it. It's try and win throw-ins or free kicks, and we'll push up then. Again, another one just hoofed down the line. Good pressure, Porro. Porro back. Danzo. Under Vicario. Can he move that to Spence? Spence into
well
Moani.
Done by Kolo Moani there. Shakes off his defender.
Come on, Kolo. Hold it, play Spence. Well done. Spence put it across. Picks up a corner kick. Hopefully we score a second here.
Great play by Kolo Moani.
See if we can get something from this corner kick here. Nick a second. Put us on easy street. Spence limping. We can't afford for Spence to pick up an injury. We've no more fullbacks. Davies was a centre-back 3 years ago.
And he was laughing on the touchline. I'm not too sure how ready he is to come into this game.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Feeling like a Bentancur or a Mickey Van de Ven here. Or a Moani. One of them 3. Porro with the delivery. They've all gone near post.
Oh!
Ooh, not bad.
That was dangerous. Bentancur, I think, tried to flick it, but it ended up being blocked by some Crystal Palace. That was dangerous there.
Spence is struggling. Spence is struggling. That's not good. Hopefully it's just temporarily. Kudos again wins the header, but who's around them? Who's around them to win? You know what I mean? It's just infuriating. Oh man. It's a simple ball. No pressure. Spencer's really struggling out there. It's a ball in the box. Bentancur hooks it away. Good defending. Mwani has to come back and help him here, which he does.
Good job by Archie Gray. Unlucky.
Spencer's really struggling.
Pedro Porro.
Spence. He's limping. He's got to go down, Spence. Go down. It's the new boots. I hope he's all right to continue. We need him. Palace going to go for a long throw here. Just do not let Mateta win the first ball and we should be all right. Palace not afford towels, no? Do not let him win it. Well done. Rodrigo Bentancur, solid. And he's on the press.
Is that a header?
Yeah, he headed that and now he's on the press.
He headed that halfway across the pitch.
And he went and pressed it. That's what's even more impressive. Here we go. Oh, unlucky. Come on, Mo. There we go.
More power in his header than some people have in their shots in this team.
yeah, that's so true. Jed Spence, well won, kid. And then our winger is sitting back at left back, so we have no one there to get after it. Oh, my God.
All their throws have been foul throws, says Rogers. Well over the line.
Probably. Wonder if VAR caught that.
Wouldn't be expecting any favors from the ref, though, Roger, to be fair.
No. Referee hates us, man.
He'd probably be allowed to throw it into the net.
What is it? 33, 34 yellows now in 14 games managing Tottenham? It's madness. No penalties and one red, and I don't know how many disallowed goals.
And so battles for...
Well done, Bergval. Good touch. Bentancur, that's classy.
I was going to say a bit of a hospital pass back to Bentancur, and he dealt with it really well.
Pressure right off the situation. Oh, Mwani, you let me down there. That is just classy. He just takes all the pressure out of that Bentancur. I have to say though, it's just starting to become Palace one way at this moment. How long can we sit here and accept this? Take this. Got to try and lay so glove on them here.
Ribsy85 saying we're so shit that the chat is fighting about it.
Yeah.
It's more entertaining looking at the chat than sometimes the game, Ribsy.
Maybe it's some of the Frank fans realising how crap we actually have become. Oh, Porro, it's too easy. You're just sticking out a leg there. It's too easy.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we got away with that one.
It seems like the same story from the first half. Palace all over us.
We're just sitting back, allowing them. We're just sitting off them, allowing them.
We're not going to be able to get away with this. This is what I was saying. Is like you would tolerate it in the first half as long as it improves in the second half. As long as we look more solid defensively in the second half. It's just not the case. We look like we've continued the same thing from the first half.
Jed Spence is all at sea at the back post. I don't know where the centre midfielders are picking up that guy. I mean, the warning signs are there. He's got to instruct these players to get up the pitch and press that fucking ball. We are just allowing him to walk it up there, put it in the box, and cause us trouble.
I think we got lucky there that Palace, I think Nathaniel Klein, for whatever reason, tried to head it back across goals when he probably should have just gone for goal there. He was alone at the back post. He should have just tried to header it in. Instead, he headed it towards his own teammate. I felt like that was the wrong option. So again, we've been lucky by poor finishing and decision-making from Forest.
You weren't complaining when we were losing 26 games, King Huddle. I think you'll find we were. I don't think you'll find any of us rocked up when we're enjoying it.
I think he's lost the plot today, King Huddle.
You've lost it, King Huddle. You need a nap. Again, we're so far deep off them. Come on, boys.
Yeah, we're sacking off of them. Jeez. Kept it in, though.
Bentancur, well done. Stayed vigilant. Well done, Bentancur.
We're not going to hold on to the lead playing like this, says Jimmy. Yeah, I think that's what our sort of talk was at halftime.
It's just a back to the walls job here for Tottenham. Oh, nice one.
Handball?
Yeah, handball. Brilliant. We'll have that. Maybe that's a bit of luck we need. Score off the back of this. That'd be brilliant. Maybe not handball. Maybe they're saying he's offside. But the ref sort of issued handball.
Oh, it didn't actually go out.
Play. Yeah.
It didn't actually go out. That was funny. You don't see that. Tyreek Mitchell, for some reason, had a bit of a...
Who's this? Nketiah?
Oh, I wish they were taking off Mateta. They brought on an extra forward, though, so they might be changing formation here.
Well, we're not giving them anything to think about going backwards, are we? So he's probably just getting on more attacking players to feeling that they can go get something here.
I think you're right.
We're not giving them anything to worry about the other way, so why wouldn't you take off your defensive player?
That or they're moving someone else to fullback. Vicario
pumps it long.
It looks like I forget his name, but whoever their young academy player is that they have in their team. They've moved him to wing back. Oh, they got him behind us here.
Oh, well done. That's a handball as well.
But yeah, it's going to be Nketiah and Mateta up top, which is going to be more dangerous.
You're going to work as a pair here. You're going to keep both centre-backs occupied.
This guy, Yeremy Pino, seems to also be sort of growing into the game. He didn't really have much of a sniff, it felt like, in the first half. It was more just Mateta and Wharton that were the problems. Now it feels like Yeremy Pino's starting to come alive here.
Yeah. Well, we're just encouraging them. We're not doing anything to try and stifle it. Can we win this one? Well done. Good leap by Richie. Oh, Jesus Christ. Go on, Mo. Go on, Mo. Well done, Mo. Ref, he's got him around his fucking shoulder.
Sean saying we need a sub. Momentum is going against us. I agree with Sean.
It's not even just the momentum, Sean. It's the tactics. We are happy with what we've got. And the tactic is clearly sit back and soak up the pressure. He needs to get this team to go and press out of possession, or at least say it right. 10 yards inside our own half is non-negotiable. Get out after the ball. We're not doing that. It's not even about momentum. It's just about tactics, this game. He is allowing them just to come onto us. But here we are. There's a couple of Spurs players getting ready.
You asked, you shall receive, Sean.
Who's that gone down? Bergval. Holding his nuts.
Brett Love saying Frank needs to get the subs ready now because it takes about 20 minutes to make a change anyways.
Yeah. Here we go. João Paulini is getting ready and Wilson Odegaard.
Those seem like the right subs.
Should get some potentially Bergval maybe coming off. I would hope it's Bergval coming off. And then in the forward line, that'd be an interesting one.
Yeah, maybe he'll move Kudus into the center.
Or I'm thinking, does he take off Richarlison, put Moani in the middle and put Odegaard outside?
Yeah.
Or does Moani come off? It'd be interesting. Well, Bergval looks like he's going to come off here anyway. Here we go. We're on a tactical pad.
Funny comment from Gadu saying, everyone thinks that Spurs have mediocre players, yet have you seen how bad these Palace players have been? Seriously. How many chances have they missed?
Odegaard's getting his instructions. They're telling Bergval to stay down for another 7 minutes so Frank can get them across.
I mean, I complain about us being wasteful. I would never be able to say that this game, in comparison to Palace. Jesus Christ. They can't hit a barn door.
Oh my God, the amount of things he's given to Wilson Odegaard there. It should be simple. Get on the pitch when they're in possession, go and put pressure on them, force them backwards, and in possession play. He's giving them about 10 different instructions. He's pointing left, right. He's moving magnets everywhere. Fuck me.
Brett Love saying new Santa magnets are out.
Is that Paratici and Vinay?
That's interesting.
What's Paratici doing there? Thought he's off to Fiorentina. Maybe he just wants one last cold evening in the UK.
Yeah. New Santa magnets.
Oh, yeah. Santas and reindeers.
he's not even giving tactical instructions to Wilson Odver. He's just bragging to him about the new magnets.
Yeah.
He's going like, yeah, this one's red. I got a new red one. Some of the other ones were getting worn out.
So Paulini
He's
is in
just
for
bragging
Bergwall.
about his magnets.
And who's Wilson Odberg coming on for?
And then someone else wrote, I swear this manager's, someone wrote this manager's making me hate iPads.
Yeah. So Mwani's come off. I'm not sure about that one.
You would have taken off Richie, I think you said?
Yeah.
I guess he's keeping on the one guy who could score.
Yeah, that's true.
Good pressing from Archie Gray. Wonder who, if Palhinha's also come on, I wonder who's going to be asked to get forwards then in the midfield.
Hopefully Bentancur. Toniolo says, we won't attract good players with this manager. In his small club tactics, he is not good. Well, that's the thing. If I'm a forward player and Tottenham are looking at me, I ain't coming. Genuinely, I ain't coming. I'm not coming in to play under this guy. How are you going to enjoy your game? How are you going to score goals and assists and stuff like that? Playing these tactics. Especially if you're like, you know, on the smaller side and you're getting balls ballooned up to you about 70, 80 feet up in the air. But we'll wait and see. We might pull a rabbit out of the hat. If Vicario pumps it long, Richie wins it.
Maybe Fabio can attract us some players. Toniolo, a lot of people in the chat are very surprised to see him in the stands there.
Yeah, I am too, to be fair. Maybe that's just how committed he is to the very last. Battle of the Screamers here going on the sideline. Jed Spence with the ball in hand. Throws it long down the line. Oh, one of you deal with it. Well done, Danzo.
Whoever headed that backwards. Well done, Palhinha.
Really, Palhinha, brilliant. Guajau.
Getting kicked. Ref.
Can we... Ref. Oh, my Lord.
He's just getting kicked while he's on the ground, and he has possession as well.
They used him like a bumper car there, and he still doesn't get a decision. They're literally kicking the legs off him. They were close to kicking the balls off him, for fuck's sake. Oh, no. Palace are in behind here. It's pulled back. Way too far back. Lovely. Archie Gray.
Good clearance from Gray. Come on, Kudus.
Jow, another important header there. He's already having an impact. He's already had more impact than Bergwall. It's a ball in over the top.
Cleared away by Van de Ven. Cleared away by Spence.
Knocks it on.
Or sorry,
Get a hold of it.
Spurs still sitting off, even despite the substitutions.
The fact we're sitting off and they still have so much space is madness. You think we'd be more compact in there? Spence up against Steveney. Too easy for Spence. Well done. 25 more minutes and we'll get a Christmas wish. We will get a win. Come on, Spurs.
Oliver Glasner's losing it.
He's going mad at the subs bench.
Maybe he's jealous of Thomas Frank's magnets. He didn't get any new ones.
Yeah, he's frustrated. Why didn't you guys get me Santa Clauses?
It's a comment of the evening. He showed off his new magnets for Christmas.
The thing is, Frank would probably find that as the most thoughtful gift ever if someone gave him magnets.
Oh, no, it's like very thoughtful. Oh, Nketiah absolutely burns Bentancur.
Get out there, Danzo. Well done. Who's that, Archie?
Richie tracks back.
Richie. Right place, right time.
Why are you holding on to it there, man? Just pump. This one you can pump long.
Yeah, that one you have to pump long.
And you don't even keep it in play, though.
Oh, my
Fuck's
God.
sake. Jesus.
Oh,
the one time I was okay with them pumping it long, and they don't even keep it in play. Jesus, man.
It's that bad. Palace are just playing 2 at the back now. Everyone else has just gone forward.
Yeah. We make any 3 in the back team play 2 in the back. That's how bad we are going forward. Even Amarim will sort of feel like, you know, what's the point?
Oh, it's
Bentancur
too
getting
easy.
skinned again.
They're in behind here. Oh,
Jeez.
flashes across goal. No one there on the end of it. Thank God.
We're lucky
Thank
Palace
Christ.
are terrible. Bentancur is just getting the runaround by Nketiah so far.
Someone said Vinay is trying to persuade Paratici to take him with him. What's he giving Jet Spence a lecture for? Jet Spence just laughing at him. Get off me, loser. Now just hook it clear. Oh my God, not there. Not there. Oh my Lord, it's getting worse. This turned into fucking tennis.
70% possession for prime Crystal Barcelona, says Skunkworks.
It's madness. Look, at the end of the day, as long as we win, I couldn't care less. It's when we don't win, I'll have a problem.
No attempt on goals since Gray scored the goal. Like I said, Laren, that's just...
Because they've been told, sit back. They're just, you know, that's the instruction. Take what you've got. We come here to get an advantage. Now sit back and defend it. That's what this guy is all about.
We are playing a 6-4 formation, seriously.
Like, I can understand if you're playing against Man City and that's the way you went trying to defend your box. But Palace, come on. But do you expect less when this guy is out there saying you got to respect them and this, that, and the other? It's exactly what we're
respecting
doing.
them.
Yeah, we're respecting them, all right. So much so, we're defending our 18-yard box. Anytime a player gets the ball, respecting them that much. Don't even take a touch and try and show some composure. Just fucking wallop it. May as well call us Wallop FC.
The most respectful manager in Premier League history, Thomas Frank. Yeah. What's it say? 2 shots, 2 on target from Spurs.
I'm not bored, I'm horrified. But as you can see, overlay with the lovely stats here, guys. So, you know, if you're interested, make sure you get over to Overlay and stuff. You know, they can provide this for anybody, you know, on the cheap.
I'm not bored, I'm horrified. Another ball in from Wharton. It's a good one. Danzo.
Oh, someone do it.
Oh, it's another chance wasted by Crystal Palace. Maxence Lacroix.
It's like a game of ping pong in there at the minute. Tottenham really need to try and assert some sort of control here and put their foot on the ball and at least try and take the sting out of the game. Because if we just keep pumping it long, we'll just keep giving it back and the waves of attack are going to come more frequent. Someone's got to try and get their foot on the ball here and play. We are Tottenham, not fucking Brentford. We're also not a rugby club either. So can we try and play the beautiful game in at least some sort of spirit here?
Artist T saying they are getting closer and closer. They couldn't get any closer, Artist T. They just need to put the ball in the back of the net.
That's why they want Brendan Johnson.
They have missed some chances tonight.
They'd probably even take Richarlison off us as well. Do a double deal.
Seriously. They're like, holy shit. Kudos,
well done,
good
Mo.
touch.
Good touch. You just got to go a line with it, Mo.
Yeah, go down the line. Don't cut back inside, man. Good
well
touch.
Done, Greg. Good position. Oh, my
unlucky.
Lord.
Unlucky.
Oh. I'm sure cricket's more entertaining than this at this point. Jerome says, this is so boring that I am interested about the rumour that Sydney Sweeney is dating Pulisic. Who's Sydney Sweeney? Am I missing out on something here? Let me Google.
Probably recognize her. I don't even know that, though, Jerome. That's pretty crazy if that's true.
What's she in?
A lot of shit. She was in White Lotus season 1, which I enjoyed. I like White Lotus, that show.
She's in The Housemaid.
I think that's a new film.
Okay.
It's a fake rumor, says Tyler. Fish in a barrel. Yeah, feels that way. Skunk works. TikTok, just a matter of time, says Falcon. Feels that way. He wasn't lying about respecting Palace, says Tony Hill. Seriously, most respectful manager in Premier League history.
The game's that boring. We were talking about Sidney Sweeney.
Because Dave was like, oh, all he does is respect Palace. I'm just like, oh, we're respecting them all right. Couldn't be more respectful to Palace.
Well, he said it before the game. You know, we've got to show Palace respect. That's what he said. He certainly wasn't lying about it. That's for sure, Tony Olo. Oh, he meant it. But like, that's the thing. If you're these players and you're being told all week, hit them on the counter, sit
What a
in,
challenge.
defend your 18-yard box. A lot of these players just going to be like, what are we doing here? Porro, that's some better ball. That's
Great
a better ball.
run
Go on,
and ball
Archie.
by Porro. Great run by Archie Gray.
What can Archie do here? Have a shot, kid. Oh, no, don't. You'll get taken off, actually. Forgot Frank doesn't encourage that. Spence. On to Wilson. Come on, Wilson. Come on,
There he
Wilson.
goes.
Have it. Oh, Wilson.
Good effort. It's going to be pulled
There you
off,
go.
though, for that.
Yeah,
Thomas Frank subs him off after
Yeah,
subbing him
imagine.
off. Brings on Matisse Tell.
Right, looks like we're trying to press a bit higher here. This is good. Go on, Richie. Keep going.
Good effort, though, from Odebear.
Well done, Bentancur. Classy touch. Porro flicks it on. Palace just working it here. Down Tottenham's right-hand side. Can Porro get out and close this down? He does enough. Easy ball into Nketiah, though. It's not good enough there.
That Paulinho tackle was class. I agree, Echo Man. From earlier.
Hughes, can we clear it? Well done, Danzo. Moore tries to get a hold of it. It's got to be our throw, surely. That Will Hughes is having a nightmare out there. Anyone that suggests that Palace has a better squad, please don't tell me you'd take Will Hughes over any of our options. If we do, we need to have an AA meeting as a fan base. Paxton, oh my God, a first shot on target. Sitting ducks, absolutely spot on, SM.
Jet Spence getting forward. Can he find Wilson?
King Odla, take him as the ball boy.
Oh, sorry.
Porro. Here we go. Archie picking up another ball in the promising position. Play it in behind.
Good ball.
Mo, put it across.
Yes!
Richie!
From Spurs. Come on, lads.
Oh,
2-0.
Mo. Let's have it. Come on, that's 3 points in the bag. Happy fucking Christmas. Let's go.
Oh, that's what we needed. Another goal kind of against the run of play. Just another punch in the mouth by Spurs.
Oh, it's well worked. Archie Gray picks up a ball in a lovely, promising position. Done what Bergvall should have done earlier on. Played the delicious ball in behind. That's now 8 through balls this season. Absolutely brilliant. Good ball by Mo Kudos right across. And then Richardson
I hope he's not off.
No. Is he a yard off here?
Richarlison could have 2 offside goals.
He's not offside there. He could be offside. Oh, Richarlison's
No, he's behind
off.
the ball. It
No.
should be. He better be behind the ball.
Richarlison's off.
Nearly missed, Richarlison.
Richarlison's off.
Should be behind the ball. That's the basic rule, is to be behind the ball.
Yeah, he's off.
But he also nearly missed this, Dave, because it hit the roof of the net.
He knows himself. He's walking back. He's not even protesting here. He knows himself. Oh, now he is protesting. He's remonstrating. He's saying he's onside in line with the ball, but he's clearly not. He's ahead of the ball there.
Don't you dare take your shirt off, says Leonard Depp. Daniel Larson, we are going to win the league.
Trying to work out. Maybe that's just from a bad angle, but from that one, he looks slightly ahead.
He does look slightly ahead. He shouldn't be, but he does look
If that
like
camera
it.
isn't in line with the ball, then it's
I was
hard
more
to
worried.
judge it, really.
I was more worried that Kudus might have been offside on the initial pass.
Yeah. Is it going to be given here? No, offside. Bentancur's frustration. Fuck's sake.
Well, it was against the run of play, to be fair, but also It's really on Richarlison. He just has to be behind the ball. It's the basic rule as a striker.
Yeah.
He's about a full foot and leg offside.
He's just trying to cheat a little bit, isn't he? Well, it was fun while it lasted. See if we can hold out. Back
Two
to back,
disallowed.
back to backs against the wall, Jacko.
2 disallowed Richarlison goals. Richarlison could have a brace tonight. They brought on Uche.
Can't even complain about them, in fairness. They're both actual offsides.
They have all 3 strikers on the pitch. Nketiah, Mateta, and Uche.
So they got everyone on. They're sensing it here. Spence. Richarlison just lets that one go in behind them.
It'd be like if we had Cole Moani, Richarlison, and Solanke all on at once. What they've done here.
Oh, 13 minutes. Can Spurs hold out? That's the question. Spence picks it up into Udeberg. Back to Spence. Loses the ball. Wharton. Crystal Palace corner kick. Uche wins the corner.
Everyone's complaining about VAR. When it comes to offside, I think you have. That's the only benefit of VAR is
Yeah,
when it comes to offside.
You can't really argue about. Although that one that was given against Harry Kane all them years ago because he was wearing a size 12 and not a size 4 was a joke.
That one. And what was that one, you know, in the game under Ange against Chelsea where I think Sonny, right, was blown off for like a shoelace offside?
Oh, Mateta's tickling Spence, and Spence is just standing there giggling at him. He's like, what are you doing, bro? Oh, that's funny. Nothing can faze Jed Spence. Absolutely nothing. The guy's immune to being annoyed. He's so laid back. If that was Romero, he's headbutting him. Pump it long, but don't pump it towards Odeberg. He's one of the smallest players on the pitch. Danzo, Jesus Christ. Are we incapable of taking a touch here?
Good interception by Porro. Really good interception.
Use Porro now. There we go. Porro, take your time. Deliver something classy.
Oh my Lord.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh my Lord, Pedro Porro. Should be going in jail for that. Holy shit.
Yeah, he deserves at least 12 months for that one, for sure.
It's illegal, that cross. Holy shit.
That deserves community service. That genuinely deserves community service.
It's just genuinely hurts your eyeballs to see something like that. That was shocking. Radu Dragic
deliver something classy, and the guy puts it in the fucking stands. Well done, Richie. Battling away. Well done. And we just hoof it. More battling. Go on, Richie. Don't you dare, ref. No, ref. He's gone down like a sack of shit. He's done that on purpose.
Frank losing his mind.
Ed Sweeten says we're going to the 7 at the back.
He's bringing on Radu Dragic to go 7 at the back.
We're playing a 7. Playing a 7-1.
Goodis.
Go on. Oh,
Richie. I think he's off.
Richie! Oh, Lord Jesus. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
I'm telling you, man, he's Johnson. It's only tap-ins.
He needs to say 7 prayers of the rosary. That's shocking.
Any side of the goalkeeper, and that's in the back of the net. Any other side.
Any side, Jack. Pick. Left or right.
And it's not even a hard shot. You know, it's a tame shot right at the goalkeeper. He catched it, no problem.
Oh, so frustrating. And he was actually onside. The one time he's onside.
Yeah, I thought he was off. It's crazy if he was onside as well. Porro, the postman, has been throwing packages in the bush again. says Sean Maddox. Seriously. It says delivered, but you can't find it.
Do you ever? I love them videos. You just see clearly he's having a bad day. Just fucks it there. It's a ball in. It's over hit. Back post free though. Well done, Danzo. Not enough though.
Palhinha clears. Kudus. Well done by Kudus. Well done by Kudus. Kept it in as well. Ribsy85 saying, I don't think Richie could decide whether he wanted to cross it or shoot it there.
Yeah. So true.
It probably shouldn't even register as either. It shouldn't register as a shot or a cross. It was that terrible.
Let's see if we can see out this last 8 minutes. Got a chance to counter here, though. It's not a bad ball by Spence. Well done, Richie. Just a little bit of endeavor.
Down by Richie. Dragishin is coming on.
Yep.
Oh, now he's still taking off all his garments. We're going to need another 10 minutes. And he needs a 10-minute magnet session with Thomas Frank.
You're the reindeer. We want you to pull the sleigh here.
See, I got this new green one right here. It's really shiny.
When I seen this one, I thought of you. This is Radu. I knew.
I got a new Radu magnet. He's showing him the new Radu Dragishin magnet that he has.
Danzo with the long throw. Can't even execute that. Go on, Danzo. Come on, Rhythm is a dancer. Good cross. Oh!
It was a good cross.
Just over the top of Bentacore's head.
It's probably one of the best crosses of the night from Kevin Danzo.
Yeah, that's true.
Good header from Richie. Well done by Poro. Very well done by Palhinha.
Just a little bit of endeavour there. Brilliant from Zhao. Just disrupts them. Ah, it's again. He's an animal. He's an animal. He's fighting for his position, that's for sure. Tyler, this guy's got to play week in, week out. Go on, Wilson. Oh, it's a yellow. It's got to be a yellow. It's cynical. It's so cynical. Thank you.
By Wilson. What a challenge by Palhinha, and what a
It all starts with the endeavour, though, just to get after it. He's hungry. He's a hungry fucker. That's exactly why we brought him in.
Someone's saying that Radu is doing the red magnet challenge. What if that's what Thomas Frank is doing? He's doing a memory game with the players. Now, where was this magnet?
They've got a new Eze. Eze is coming on.
Eze. We've replaced Eze with Eze.
We've got a regen of Eze. Archie Gray coming off. Well done. Goal scorer. Well done, kid. You've had a decent game today, actually. Goal scorer. Picked up some good positions. Could be the match winner coming off here. Radu Dragishin on. So we're going 8 at the back now. We're going to play the 8-1.
The 8-2, Dave.
Yeah, the 8-2. Sorry.
Or the 9-1. We'll play the 9-1. The 9-1.
So used to having players sent off, Jack. The top knot's on again. And
we've been playing like we played better with 8 men, 9 men against Liverpool.
We're trying to coerce Palace into buying Brennan Johnson. We're going to give them 5 minutes. Hopefully he lights it up. And they're sucker into buying 30 million. Oh! Hopefully they sucker into playing 30 million for him. Radu getting the header on target there.
The boys have been passing like they have bunions on their feet, says Tony. It's probably being harsh with people with bunions on their feet. They probably would still pass better than us, Tony.
4 minutes to try and see this out. No one do anything stupid. Just go to the corner, Wilson. 2 we are, mate. Go on, Wilson. Oh, Wilson, that's sexy.
Richie, where are you going? Why did you go backwards? What is Richie doing? He was going backwards.
Oh, Kevin Danzo.
He received it in the penalty area, and he turned backwards. Or unless his shot, maybe his touch was that shocking.
I've sort of given up trying to question Richarlison's decision-making because even if you try and think how he got to that and logically try and break it down, it's impossible. Oh, no. Well on. Who's that, Radu?
That was shocking from Richarlison. Again, Dave, that was another example, though. Like, it's a ball that's slowly played into his feet,
Yeah.
and his touch is just baffling. It's like, how do you end up having that poor of a touch?
Come on, Tottenham. Let's see this out. 3 minutes to go. Close him down, Porro. Well done. Now, Johnson, get on. Way straight into Vic's hands. We'll have that one.
Brennan Johnson coming on against his new team.
Vic needs to go down there and buy some time.
Brennan Johnson will be playing at Selhurst Park pretty regularly.
He hasn't even... Oh, well done, Richie.
Oh, Wilson.
Oh, Wilson.
Unbelievable skill
Oh,
from Wilson.
Shoot, Willie! Oh, it's at the post.
What play from Wilson Odeberg.
Oh, my God.
He's had 2 unbelievable shots, to be fair to him.
Oh, that would have been unbelievable. Look at this.
Flick. Unbelievable flick. Great header from Richie.
Great flick as well. Bosh. He does the right thing getting the first time. Oh.
That's unlucky. That's a good effort.
Oh, just a bubble on the ground. Oh, if he could have just took it an inch inside. Now, that is unlucky.
Caught the goalkeeper as well, I think, off guard by shooting that. Probably because he would think that no Spurs player would ever shoot from outside the box. He's caught him off guard twice now. Odeberg.
Right, taking eternity over set pieces. This is where shithouse tactics need to come in now. We don't need to get this game underway quickly whatsoever. That's it, Danzo. Launch it down to the corner flag. Good battling in there. Well done, boys. We're turning it scrappy now. This is what we need.
Bentancur into Richie. What play from Richie?
Brennan!
Johnson!
Brennan! Oh, Lord. They're definitely not buying him after that. That's for sure. What the fuck?
His first touch let him down and was terrible. And then after that, all he needed was to shoot it or square it to Wilson Odeberg. He managed to do neither.
Oh, my Lord. That's shocking. Well done. Good endeavor. Suspense. Oh, Radu, come on.
And you wonder why Brennan Johnson isn't playing.
Oh, Porro, you got to put more on that one. Oh, well on, Mickey.
When I listen to Alistair Gold, he'll tell me how that was somehow Wilson Odeberg's fault.
You just see the difference there between him and Odeberg straight away, right?
I think Johnson, like, the reason his first touch was actually worse than Richarlison's from earlier.
It was shocking. I thought it was shocking. The way he was trying to judge where it was going, by the way.
And then the touch was still bad, but he still had a chance to still fire a shot on goal or cross it. And like I said, he did neither.
Oh,
get this out of the box, please.
Right. 1 more minute of normal time. Just got to defend it. Just got to defend it. They're getting flick-ons left, right, and centre. Come on, Vic. Thank you, Vic. Great decision-making. And he launches a quick counter. Brennan Johnson, he's got acres of space. You better go to that corner flag. You better go to that corner flag.
No, he's going to take it himself. Selfish fuck.
What is he doing? Go to the corner.
That actually might have been worse than the effort from earlier. That cross was no chance that cross is getting to Richarlison.
I don't understand it. The option isn't there. Just hold it up. Waste time. Even we do that in pro clubs, and we're not even a professional outfit. Yeah, exactly, Sean. Nobody in front of him. At least run straight. He can't even do that. 7 minutes is criminal as well, by the way, Rimsey. You're spot on. Absolutely criminal, that.
I mean, they gave him 4 minutes in the first half. They've been trying as hard as they can. It's amazing that even the people in the VAR room watching this or anybody that does give the extra allocated time would even want to see 7 more minutes of this game.
Yeah, this has been horrific.
Might as well just end it off. Just be like, no, I need to get out of here.
I just can't wait for it to be over and go back to doing festivities, to be honest with you. I'll take the win, put it in my back pocket, be in a good mood. I'll have it. Nothing to dissect here. Just played long ball and we suckered them on the corner. Ugh.
Recto's Madness saying I was right. There'd be so much overtime. It's shocking, Alan.
Well, we just got to see it out. See it out. That's all we got to do here.
Clear it.
Dan's all strong in the air there.
7 minutes is just punishment for everyone watching. You'd think that they wouldn't want to do it to themselves, though, Ribsy. Even the referee should feel like...
Honestly, if I'm a referee, I'd be saying, look, guys, just add on 2 minutes here. I can't do this.
Another shot into the stands.
God, they are missing Eze. Terry Lee, I don't mind doing the 7 minutes of this crap as long as there's 3 points as the outcome. But Pogmar are doing their best to give Palace a lifeline. Win that. Well done. Good touch. Play him in behind. Oh, man.
What a challenge.
And again, well on, Porro. Good reading of the game.
Play him.
Well
you have
on,
Johnson.
Porro. Oh, Richie, it's a simple ball. It is the most simple one of the evening.
What a challenge.
Oh, here
Play
we go.
Johnson.
Get your head up. Just give it to Wilson. Fuck Johnson.
Oh, he's so... We are... It's the battle of Dumb and Dumber. Johnson is so shit, bro. Oh, my God. He's chipping it over the goalkeeper. He's probably getting a yellow card for that. That was still a shocking effort, man. Oh, my God. Richie, though. Jesus, man.
What a challenge from João Paulinho. Bosh, look at that. Have that one, Morton. Three more minutes of the 13 they've added on in total today, or the 11 even, sorry. That's crazy when you think about it. They've given Palace 11 extra minutes today to try and score.
Tony Yolo saying Johnson is trying to convince Palace not to buy him.
Yeah, that's what it seems like, actually. Yeah, that's the truth, actually. Genuinely, well done, Tony Yolo. Well spotted. He won't get the wages he's on at Tottenham at Palace, that's for sure. He's clever. Ben Davies has taught his fellow countryman very well there. That's what they were joking about. Davies said to him, if you come on today, Johnson, be horrific so you don't get that move.
Thomas Frank is probably pissed because he's trying to sell him.
Oh, don't let him shoot. Well
what
done.
Paulinho.
He's been a monster since he came on. Two more minutes to see this out. Good clearance there from, I think that was Bentancur.
Well done, Wilson.
Oh, what a touch.
On,
Wilson.
Go on, Wilson.
Hold it. Well done, kid. Well done. Do what Johnson should have done 3 minutes ago. Brilliant, kid. Yep, brilliant, kid. There we go. Well done, kid.
Wilson, Odebear.
There's just no debate about it. Wilson's better than Johnson. He does exactly what Johnson should have done. And Frank telling him to take it to the corner as well. 1 more minute to hold on. He wants to keep the ball up in this corner by the looks of it. Wilson and João Paulinho have been 2 good subs today.
Yeah, I was just going to say, those were the 2 good subs today. Both probably have done themselves.
We're hardly launching this one into the box. Surely not. Oh!
Johnson!
Yes, we are! Oh.
Well done by
Well done, Rodrigo. Or João.
I think it was Radu Dragusin. Yeah. Bentancur switches it. Right. Take it to the line. Wilson
well
Odebear. Skinning men for fun. Skinning men for fun.
Oh, he's destroying them. Good ball.
Oh, Johnson
Follow
on
up.
the end of that.
Time. Give it back. Shoot.
Bentancur, what an
Bentancur.
effort!
Oh, unlucky.
Good effort from Bentancur. Good save from Henderson.
He does well not to put that in the stands there, Bentancur, and get it on target. Yeah, he does well to direct that one in.
Decent enough power behind it.
Oh, just over Charlison's head as well. Right, ref, you got to blow it now. You've got to blow it. That's the game.
Well done, Richie.
That's the game, ref. Right, come on, ref, blow this.
Ref, it's a crime to make us watch any more than this.
Oh, here we go.
Well done. Oh, Richie, man, you're slow as shit.
Yeah, he's so slow there. He's moving like a fucking tank. They don't even deserve the equalizer there, shit. Come on, ref, blow it up. Yes! Go!
Well done. Come on, boys. 1-0.
3 points in the bag. I'll have it. Come on. I lost 10 kg.
I feel like I've lost, you know, the wantingness or the willingness to want to be able to see again after this game.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
3 points.
But 3 points you absolutely take. 3 points that were much needed for Thomas Frank and for Spurs. I think it probably puts us where Everton are, like around 10th or 11th.
11th now, spot on, Jack. Sitting 11th now. Keeping in touch with them European places. Brentford on New Year's Day.
Pick up another 3 points, and hopefully we can see ourselves start climbing away from this dreaded area of where it's just amazing that we're flirting with where we are in the table. So we just need as many points as possible. And I guess you don't really care how you get it done. We just need points to start climbing up this Premier League table at this stage. But this is not going to be a memorable game. I think that's what we'll probably say. This is not one that you would point towards as a convincing away win. Whereas, like, I would say other away wins where maybe the football wasn't necessarily brilliant, it was more convincing. Like Everton away was actually, I would say, a more convincing performance for the most part, where maybe they had chances here and there, but we kind of still felt like we were the better team. This is not one of those away performances, Dave, where I feel like we've been the better team, if you get what I mean.
No, look, at the end of the day, I think we were second best for large periods of that game. But, you know, when you don't play well or you're in where we are, where your sort of confidence is low and stuff, you've got to find a way to win a game of football and sort of just relieve that bit of pressure, that bit of tension, restore some sort of resemblance of confidence. And it's exactly what we done today. You know, we shithoused the goal and, you know, bit of luck at the other end, which maybe you would argue we haven't had this season. You know, and we got away with it today and 3 points on the board. And your only hope is we found that scrappy win today. I will be fair to Thomas Frank. Not many Tottenham managers have come and gone to Selhurst Park and played them off the pitch and stuff, so it was always going to be difficult in that regard. What I will say is they've made better fist of it in terms of us being in possession a hell of a lot more than Palace. But look, where we are right now, I don't think you can cry or moan where your 3 points come from. We've just got to put them on the board and try and get out of this rut that we're in, and hopefully we can use that as a confidence builder heading into New Year's Day away from home against Brentford.
Yeah. Please, everybody, do like the stream if you haven't done already, says Rakdos Madness. Appreciate you, Alan. I just think, yeah, Dave, it just needs to be, I mean, it'd be nice to have good performances mixed with points as well, but it just needs, at this stage of the season, we just need to be picking up points on a regular basis and, you know, climb ourselves higher up that Premier League table, because this squad, this team, we should be at the bare minimum around 9th or 10th, in my opinion. And we've been dangerously slipping away from potentially being around there. So this was a much needed 3 points. Difficult place to go, Selhurst Park as well, to be fair, as much as I do feel like Crystal Palace should have scored in this game. You know, they didn't. You know, that's not on us. You know, that's on them. But this is a much needed 3 points at a place that we've historically really, really struggled at. But that being said, I feel like we did kind of struggle against Crystal Palace today. We just luckily took our chances and we're able to hold on. You know, we did look more defensively solid in the last 10, 15 minutes, to be fair. It didn't seem like they had wasted as many chances that they had earlier, Crystal Palace. First half, second half, in the initial stages of the second half, they were just wasting chance after chance. Last 10, 15 minutes, I do think we held on to a degree.
No, we did, and I think in fairness, I think where it changed for me was when he brought in Radu Dragson and Johnson. Sort of confused Palace a little bit when we went three at the back, and the game got a bit erratic. And we sort of took it away from them just by bringing in that extra centre back, which meant we sort of took Mateta out of the game, to a certain degree by doing that. So that was a very smart substitution, clever substitution. I also think, he's got to realise he can't be starting Bergval over Paulini now moving forward. Paulini came in today, although he's not sexy on the ball. He's very, very effective out of possession. We've seen that today. At times just breaking up playing midfield, trying to disrupt Palace's flow, and hopefully now he's back in the lineup for the Brentford game. It's one of them, Jack. It's very hard to dissect. It's not like we done a lot right. It's not like it was sexy or entertaining. It wasn't. It was just a dull performance from Tottenham. Sometimes you got to win ugly. We done that today. You take the 3 points, we move on, and hopefully it's a momentum builder. I actually don't really know what more I can say. I think Wilson Odobert had a very good impact today off the bench. Unlucky not to score, which shows he is a useful option to have off the bench. I also think, Johnson done his best today to convince Crystal Palace not to sanction the money to buy him. I think he's learned very well off Ben Davies there. He's probably gone to him, how do I stay at Tottenham? How do I not leave like you? Simple. You just play shit and make sure teams don't want to buy you, and stuff like that. So, I think after that, what more can you really say about today, Weren't great on the counter-attack. All we done was look to play long ball into channel and try and win throw-ins and play percentages football. That is going to have to change long term. But ugly wins, I'll take them. I'll move on. Hopefully it's more entertaining against Brentford.
Iceman saying Big Danzo has done nothing wrong today. I think Danzo was struggling
Shaky
in the first
style.
half against Mateta, but I think he grew into the game, to be fair. I think you always back Danzo to sort of figure things out at a certain point. Our Patisse saying, I'm happy with a shit house win. I think we all will be at the end of the day.
Yeah.
12 points clear the relegation zone now, says Wemberley. You love to see it. I can
We're never
breathe
going
now,
to
a
get
sigh of
relegated
relief.
this year.
Yeah, says Larry
Bottom
Deb.
tier useless.
Ed Sweeting saying we looked like we were going to crumble with 20 minutes to go after sustained pressure, but Wilson and Palhinha had a really good impact, and Palace did start to fade in the last 15 minutes. We were on top. I completely agree with that, Ed Sweeting. I did feel like Palace are pretty much the better team until around 70th minute mark, and then once sort of the substitutions came on and settled into the game, it wasn't nearly as relentless, the Palace pressure and some of the attacks. And Wilson Odobert was a huge outlet for us. He just plenty of times took on players, getting forward, relieving us from just being camped in our own half. And then Palhinha put in some crucial challenges and interventions in this game that could have been game-saving for all we know.
The old lad is at home as well, says excellent win. That's how you do it. Well done, lads. Well done, Tommy. Big fan of Thomas Frankie's. Maybe it's the top, Dan. Maybe it's the lucky top you got me. We've tried it out. We've won once. Let's see if we can repeat it. But good to see you. I'll be over New Year's Day for the dinner and stuff like that. So see you then, my man. And we'll try and get out walking Monday. But look, 3 points in the bag and we'll move.
Wonder if your out lad is going to be asking for some magnets next Christmas. If Thomas Frank is still on the job, he'll be asking for an iPad and some magnets.
He's very lucky I didn't get him a Thomas Frank life-size cutout, because that's what I was sort of angling before I seen the price of them. It's like nearly 100 quid to get a life-size cutout. It's a joke. But my old lad did get me a nice Europa League sort of memorabilia, Jack. He got me Ange Postecoglou's boxers and socks with his face and love hearts, printed all over it. So I'm quite happy with that, nice Europa League memento.
No, that's a pretty good housery from him, to be fair. I think we also have, from what I can tell, only about 120 likes, everybody. So please, let's get the likes up if you can, as we're sort of wrapping things up. Churtos saying Richie's best performance in a Spurs shirt overall. Relentless energy, won every second ball, harassed center backs, goalkeeper for 90 minutes, set up chances as well. Top performance. I wish you were his missus or something, Churtos, because to be honest, I think being pretty kind, if you ask me. Maybe I just saw a different game, or maybe I'm just being exceptionally harsh, but I think there have been better performances from Richarlison in his career at Spurs. But if you're just talking about this season, maybe like Burnley, first game of the season, he was actually quite class. There have been some other games where I would say he was definitely better, but I don't know. He's sometimes a guy that can be exceptionally frustrating when he did have some opportunities to hold up the ball, or he had one of those chances that Wilson Odebear gave to him in the box, and he somehow was touching it backwards. And he had that one-on-one chance that he just hit straight at Dean Henderson when he should be getting at least a decent effort on goal. Probably should have scored that, to be honest. So, and he was offside on one of the occasions when he just shouldn't have been. But maybe I'm just being harsh, to be honest.
No, look, I understand what you're saying. But I think if you were to take his role today and isolate it, he played the lone striker up front. There was no wingers near him all day. There was no, centre midfielders getting near him. And, he was up against 3 centre backs there today. So when you look at it, he didn't give them an easy afternoon, a lot of the times when the ball came in and around them. He did harass them. He did pick up throw-ins, Don't get me wrong. Was he sexy and pretty today? No. But did he battle his fucking nuts off? Of course, I think he did. And I think that deserves a lot of credit because, in all honesty, I've seen strikers give up playing that role at times where they just throw their hands up in the air. What do you want me to do? This, that, and the other. He didn't. He just got his head down, worked his bollocks off, and at times helped us try and get up the pitch and stuff. And that's all you can ask for from a guy in that role. And to be fair to him, it was him that got the assist for Archie Gray's, goal. He did hold off 2 or 3 players to be able to get the flick on. And
That's
on
true.
Another day, he could have had 2 goals. So I think if you take into account the role that you had to play, where you had to occupy 3 centre backs with not one Spurs player within a 20-mile radius, I think I sort of do agree. I think he's had a low key, very, very good game today. But I think this is the problem. We don't want to be praising our players for doing what you expect a bottom half of the striker table sort of player to do. You want to be praising our players for being able to get on the ball, get turned, play lovely passes, stuff like that. So I do understand where Jack's coming from, that you'd rather be praising them for in possession stuff rather than a lot about possession.
I was just about to say exactly those words. I felt he's probably making a good point, Churtos, by saying he was working hard. He, did everything off of the ball, but I did feel like he was pretty frustrating in possession, and he was offside, I think, on 2 occasions too.
The first one, Bergvall was offside.
Oh, it was Bergvall, sorry. So yeah, the other one he was offside when he just shouldn't have been. And there was that one-on-one with Dean Henderson. I feel like he should have done so much better with, and he somehow just hit it straight at him for whatever reason. Lily White's India saying the away support was so good, loud and proud, saying multiple chants and kept the energy going. Much love to everyone out there. Absolutely spot on, Lily White's India. Thank you for the support from earlier. Churtos, do appreciate it. Tyler saying, if that was Richie's best performance, he truly is useless. Peter Falland saying, Palhinha needs to be starting more often, 5.4 tackles per 90 and some goal contributions, and more goal contributions than anyone else on the top list. Love that from Peter. Absolutely spot on. Stevie Frazier is absolutely losing his mind over that being Richie's best performance. Let me take some other ones as we're wrapping up here. Yeah, Stevie Frazier saying offside, terrible touch, invisible. What's going on here? Off to the NFL now, says AK Shags. Appreciate you, AK. I mean, I don't know, Dave. I'd just say everyone enjoy the rest of your festivities. Hopefully we catch you for whatever shows that we have during the week, and hopefully we have a much better new year with Spurs, in 2026, and things start turning around, because if we could pick up another win against Brentford, a win after that, then all of a sudden we might find ourselves in a very unfamiliar position in the Premier League table, because we were slipping dangerously. So it's just about picking up wins however way we can, and then maybe dissect performances a little bit later down the road, really.
Yeah, look, just keep getting points, and then that will put everybody up. At the end of the day, we just want to be heading in the right direction, and that's upwards. And today, we come off the game, as a result of winning the game, we're doing that. So let's, like I said to everybody, get out there. Everybody enjoy the rest of the holidays. At the end of the day, this was what it's all about, and we'll see you again very, very soon.
All right, everybody, appreciate you guys. Thanks to Jordinho Toon, Tony Yolo, Carter Man, Neil. I think that's Chopped Liver. Steve D, Daniel Larson, Jerome, Dropkick Your Teacher, and Churtos for all the extra support. Thanks to everybody for picking us as your watch-along destination. And we'll see you on New Year's Day or any other time for the next Spurs stream. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. Have a great rest of your festivities. Have a great rest of your weekend. And as always, come on, you Spurs. Much needed 3 points.